This song is going to break it down. Get ready.
Money is a bitch in it. I don't wanna think about it. So if You know the song, sing it, 'cause I need it now. Take me to a place where the music's loud. I don't wanna think right now. Flashing lights running through the crowd. I don't ever wanna stop. So let's get out, let's get out. I got money in my pocket and I'm about to fucking drop it with you now, with you now. Tear the roof off every building, I know I'll be
Check. 1 2 1 2. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. The hell is that? Calling yourself crypto lifers. Oh, look, that's actually the mic. Look. Calling yourself crypto lifers and jumping on into the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And what a beautiful time it is to be alive. We're going to take a look at it. Is it time to short? Is it time to long? What's happening? A lot of people don't know. A lot of people waited too late and didn't get Bitcoin at 33K. If you're a lifer, did you buy Bitcoin at 33,000? I did. Who bought the bottom? Who bought the bottom? So far. It may not be the bottom. We could go even lower. I'm not a moon boy. I'm not a bear boy. I'm a trader. I keep it real every single day and show you where the levels are to watch. And that's what we do here on this channel. So don't get emotional either way, up or down. I get happy when the green candles come. I enjoy them, right? Or if I short hard and the short bounds down, if I make a good trade, it's fun. It's exciting. But again, I got to look at the big picture. And that's what we're going to do today as a group. And we're going to break it down together. So shout out to all my livers. Thank you for jumping on in. Welcome to my beautiful apartment, my Bitcoin citadel. Come on in. Sit down in the couch. Hang out. Have a blast as we jump in to the ether. Shout out to Crypto Muser. But you're on the moon. What's good, man? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being a part of the live stream. Hanging out with the crypto lifer. Got a lot of lights here. A lot of lights tonight. The blue isn't the best. The blue picks up on like it's kind of green screeny. So it is what it is though. Shout out to all my lifers out there. Love you all. How's the hair doing? How am I looking? How are you feeling? Let's have a big chug of lemon water. Can't do a show without the lemon water. And look at the money pouring into cryptocurrency. Solana buys, Shiba Inu buys, Algorand, Chainlink, Bitcoin. Ooh, that's one I don't even know. What is that? A little avalanche, I think. Interesting. Cosmos, big Cosmos buy coming in. People are jumping on into the train. Sushi, little Sandbox, a little more Algorand, a little more Cosmos, some Doji coin jumping on in the game. A little bit of Doji coin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. And look, the volatility, I say, is crazy on a Sunday night. And I tell everyone, watch out for the volatility. Look, we went all the way to my measured move and then all the way down. How crazy is that? Like bing bong. And that's what I expect on a Sunday night. However, wow, can you believe that? Look, we popped all the way here to 42,600. Got everybody to long. Thought it was sweet. Everyone opened up a long, started putting stop losses. However, if I would have put a stop loss below these lines, so those stop loss areas weren't good looks. You'd be looking for the retest anyway. Take a look at the 7-minute. Look, that's a retest. Breakdown and a retest. The 7-minute wants to pump off this channel to the upside. So that's pretty crazy. See if this falling wedge can break back up to the upside. That's what you're looking for here on this 7-minute chart. All right. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Double stream today. I'm working extra hard. Overtime, baby. Overtime. Popping out the chat. Let's see what's going down. 151 people on the live. 74 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Average watch time, 222. In 2022, the 222 seems to be rearing its head around the time. So, shout out to my lovers of life. Shout out to all my crypto lifers. Appreciate each and every one of you for being alive and hanging out with me. Thank you for being here. Lifer is the man. No, you're the man. Shout out to Kevin Conzone. You're the man, Kevin. KC. Yo, KC. 222 is my number, kid. Your owner. And he's your owner over there. In case you didn't know who your owner was, he's your owner. Who it is? Your owner. That's who it is. Hey. Like and sub, y'all. Shout out to everyone here. Shout out to Crypto Muser. Wow, Sam looks like handsome in the pretty baby blue hoodie. Matches the dreamy blue eyes of his. Wow, that's creepy. Very creepy. I think I'm going to go. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. That was long enough, I think. I'm back. Oof. Got out of that one quick. Had to talk myself out of that. Well, let's see if the 7-minute can get a bit of a push to the upside. It's oversold. Let's look at the 15-minute is oversold. It is. That could be a possible retest. Textbook retest. They're just playing game. It broke out. It's retesting top trend line. That's all it's doing. If we can get a bounce off this top trend line, would be a nice long if the 1 hour's oversold. Not really. Could be a 15-minute scalp. That's it. I would be very careful. As I said before, the daily wants to dump on you. I mean, the daily's very overbought. However, have you played our idea? Remember our idea, which was to play low stochastics on the 1 hour? Had you bought this low stochastic anywhere in this region with a stop loss somewhere down in here, it would have played out. See? Yeah, I mean, there's minutia in between. Of course, nothing's going to be perfect. But the idea is we went over this, and I counted all 12 of these, and you would have seen how every one of these would have played out. We did this last night on the live stream. We talked about longing the 1 hour when the stochastics were low. And honestly, that's just all I do. And you can see how these things would have played out every single time. So just, hey, you do whatever makes you happy, but that was an exercise of exercises. Let's take a look at what we see here for Bitcoin now on the weekly candle. This is the one night where we sit down and we get to really focus on Bitcoin. And the weekly candle close. The neighborhood. Shout out to everyone here on the weekly candle close for Bitcoin. If I can't make you laugh, if you can't laugh at yourself, then who can you laugh at? And again, as the ritual goes, Sammy Cup in handy. Mwah. Mwah, mwah. I like to kiss the green candle. And there we have it, the green candle of love. Can it be the one? Can it be the one? You know, I mean, this is what we've been talking about. Tweezer bottoms matched, big green candle. Tweezer bottoms matched, big green candle. Tweezer bottoms matched, big green candle. Tweezer bottoms have been matched with a big green candle. 1, 2, 3, 4 times a charm. Okay, however, did the green candle get above the previous resistance each time? Let's see. This time, yes, it did. Previous resistance, this candle would get above it. Check. Here was previous resistance here. This candle would get above it. Check. All right. Here was previous resistance up here. This candle would close above it. Check. Here was previous resistance. This candle would not close above it. No check. So, sad to say, we got what we wanted, but we didn't break the previous. Had this candle kept going and closed on the weekly, it would have been an even stronger message to the short gang. But again, need I digress? Let's just look at it for what it is right now on Bitcoin in the weekly candle. So, levels to watch. 36,000 is a great weekly support level. Bitcoin found very good support at 36K. All right. We see there's going to be that bigger support there at about 39,179. Got rejected by 43. Rejected by 51. And rejected by 69. All right. So here we have it. And we got a falling wedge here. and a falling wedge right here. Okay? That is breaking out of the weekly falling wedge. It's a beautiful thing. We did not see that. We haven't seen a breach of this trend line. When a weekly candle breaches a trend line, it's a pretty big deal. Even if it just nips it, I mean, it's a big deal. Look at this. We're here, and we're right there again. Okay? Weekly candles breaking through the resistance. So, just a good thing. These are good signs. All right? Anything could happen. We could reverse. We didn't get above this resistance at about 43K, which is weekly. Remember, weekly resistance, it's a big deal. There's a wick there, but this is really the area where these candles closed and these candles open at about 43,500, between 43,500 and 43K. So that's going to be a big level for us to get above. Once we get above that level, that'll be hopefully our new bottom that we can work off of. And that's what we'll be looking for, okay? That's what I'll be looking for. Can we get a bit of a shoulder ahead and our little right shoulder for a move to the upside? That's also a possibility, even on a block scale, meaning when it's very chunky, all right? Bitcoin holding 41,850, and there's the volatility on a Sunday night. I told you there would be volatility on a Sunday night. Be careful. I almost don't trade on Sunday nights because of the volatility. The up and down is insane. If I get up on something, I get out pretty fast on a Sunday night if I'm swing trading, because you know why now, and you can see why, because it just gets a little hairy on a Sunday night. Gives it up, gives it back, gives it up. You know, you could be popping right now again back to the upside. Anything is possible. So if you are going to trade on a Sunday night, just, know that you're throwing a little more caution to the wind, and it is what it is. So we did breach trend line. A beautiful thing on the weekly time frame. Okay? Now Bitcoin needs to start holding this support here, this weekly support line at 40,100. It's actually going to be pretty easy. Bitcoin breaks 40K, it's going to come back down to probably 36,000 and test the 36K, maybe double bottom there. We don't know. But if it breaks 40,000, it's highly likely, if it breaks 40,250, 40,000 area, it's highly likely to drop back down to 36K. So we'd like to see Bitcoin stay in the range that it's in. Okay? Another thing is, if you can see on the weekly chart, or let's even look at the 3-day. 3-day did a beautiful breakout to the upside. And we've been waiting for this to occur too as well. Let's go back into the smaller view. 3-day pushing to the upside with momentum finally. Been waiting to see this type of momentum on the 3-day chart for a long, long time. Finally starting to get some moves up. Also, the 3-day hadn't been this low since the bottom here on the RSI, and we got to move to the upside also. If you took this swing to the upside, to an uptrend, and this swing to this swing, that is hidden bullish. Even though you do skip a trend, I understand that. But the overall bigger mountain is a hidden bullish divergence that tells you that the trend should continue to the upside. Bitcoin should be higher than the previous high. Somewhere in this area around April or May, we should break 70K. That's just kind of what it says. Every time I've played this out, it's been somewhat accurate, But again, it's been pretty accurate, actually, more than somewhat accurate. I just don't want to be rude. So now, swing up to swing up here. Swing down to swing down. This is also what's called hidden bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. Tells us that the trend will continue to the upside. Bitcoin. We've also talked about this many times. Sammy cup and handle strikes again on the weekly time frame. My God, is that a cup and handle again? This man is out of his mind. I've seen him draw 1,000 cup and handles in 7 days. I think he needs to go to a loony bin. That's the way he trades, boss. I don't understand, but that's how he does it. Wow. So check it out. The cup and handle suggests that we will get to 77,000 somewhere in May. So somewhere in May, Bitcoin breaks an all-time high, and bang, bang, bang. That's what this suggests. Is it guaranteed? No. Am I saying it's for sure? No. I'm just drawing you a cup and a handle and showing you what the measured move is. That's it. I am partial to the information. I have no opinion on it. I would love it if it happens. I hold Bitcoin long term. I believe in the long run, Bitcoin will go to the upside. However, could this be an M pattern that many people are afraid of? 1, 2. And honestly, it would have been. However, this weekly candle pretty much negates it. I have to be honest. Like, anyone who was hugging this M and opening a short here and was waiting for shorts for more, Also, that gives you a, like, if the realistic, because you got to take the measured move, which would be there to there. Realistic measured move is $1,600. So, like, I'll tell you what, whenever, because they have to play out the way they're supposed to, right? So if that was an M, and that would have to be about the measured move. Yeah, I guess you have support. You could say 13K. But again, unrealistic that we would go to 2,000. So anything is possible. I don't, I could eat those words. I believe anything is possible. Another thing I want to see though here is, look at this. Let's take a clean look at the stochastics RSI. Starting to get that turn. That's a clear turn, about to cross the dotted line. I mean, and look, it even called divergence there. Bullish divergence on the stochastics RSI. Interesting enough, there was strong bullish divergence right there between the RSI double bottom and the actual prices swing lows on the weekly time frame. So, hey, the algos picked up on it. They sniffed a winner there, and bang, bang, bang. Again, I want to see us get above 43K until I really buy into any of this. And even then we're going to have to get above 51. But I said before, 38 was the door to 54,000. Why am I saying that? Because there's these, I get notions of levels in my mind. Honestly, I can't really explain it, but I knew 38 leads to 54, 54 leads to 70K. These are these levels, these are these bigger levels that need to be broken. And they kind of, I don't know why, but 54K, Studio 54, 1954, 54 holds this. 5 plus 4 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9, 33, 333. I'm messing with you, but at the same time, there's these auras around numbers, right? 38K had it, right? Channel 38, growing up, I'm messing with you, but 38. That was a very strong level. And if you go back in time and look at 38, literally on the daily chart, you can see how many times we really battled with 38K. It was an amazing, like, it's like, look at it right there. 38K is like right here. And you can see, like, we're battling through it here, battling through it there. And I remember back in this time, 38K was a big deal. And we played. We couldn't. We got above 38K. We bounced. And I was like, if we can bounce off 38K, 37, and we did. Look right here. Look. Where did we bounce right there? Right here. Right there. I'm just trying to, like, point this out. We had a beautiful pump. We came back down. Where did these two daily candles close? And they tweezer bottomed. 37,992, like, 38K, right? 38K is the yellow line. 38K. So I'm just saying 38K was a region where I'm like, if we can push through 38K, we can begin our road up, right? And I know this is crazy, but even algorithms pick up on this. Look at this. Shoulder, head, and there's a little right shoulder there with a measured move with the neckline to the head. You swing it, and it tells you where you're supposed to go. And I mean, look at that. I mean, you can't. You slant it out the way that the thing was moving. It was moving kind of up or sideways. And, like, I mean, so again, just playing an inverted head and shoulder. And if you look at it on the 2 hour, it's even more apparent. You can see it there. I mean, it's there. I'm not even forcing that. Like, it's harder for the beginner to see, but there it is. I mean, it's crazy. So, right shoulder doesn't have to equate the left. As long as it's a shoulder, to me, it's legit. So there you have it. Bitcoin doing damage, as we say here on the channel, damage cheese, which is a cheese we're going to be coming out with one day. If approved. Make sure it's approved, by all means. Sammy Damage. Welcome to Sammy Damage. Hey, Sammy Damage. Sammy Damages over here. What's the damage? That's going to be the name of the restaurant. Sammy Damage. What's the damage over here? Only $250, my friend. And for you, a free glass of wine. Shout out to everyone here on the live. I don't condone drinking alcohol at all, and I don't actually drink alcohol. But it just sounded nice at the time. So, could this be a retest off the bottom trend line? It could. We got this indecisive feeling here for the stochastics. We could go up or down. All right? So, you got to kind of go back in time. 15-minute wants to rip. I think we get a push-up. All right? I don't think we get a push-up. The chart conveys we get some movement here. Again, remember, the volatility could be crazy. This thing could fly again tonight to 44. It could be out of control. We don't know. But that's a falling wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the upside, and that's your measured move. which would be right back to the top here at 42,600. Let's watch this 15-minute. We can keep it on ice throughout the rest of the stream, but that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin in the smaller time frame. Let's get back into the weekly candles, shall we? 48,000 holding. Look, 41,927 now moving. And it's actually a little higher here on Coinbase. All right. When we talked about this being in a symmetrical triangle that could break up or down either way. But again, it kept making symmetrical inverted head and shoulders. Right? And there's a symmetrical inverted head and shoulder there too as well. And what you do, I'll give you a trick here. Look. Here's a symmetrical inverted head and shoulder. Complex. You could call it a complex inverted head and shoulder. Sorry, complex inverted head and shoulder. Not symmetrical, it's a complex. But check this out. Little trick I learned back on the trading floor. So you want to know where it's going to go, right? Watch this, check this out. So you got the head and shoulder, you know it's a head and shoulder. You draw your neckline. You take the previous wickage. See the wick to wick? You throw it on up. Look, that gives you the exact target. See that? I'm telling you right now, if you just stick with technical analysis, it'll show you the way every time. When finding the target, if there is wickage, use the wick to this wick to find the length of the pole that you're going to hit on the measured move of the inverted head and shoulder. Put a 1 in the comment section if that's an inverted head and shoulder. Is that not an inverted head and shoulder? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. 289 people, Bitcoin pumping back up to 42K. And, you know, the chart on the 15-minute suggests that we do pump because you had an indecisive 1 hour. And if the 1 hour is indecisive, then it's going to up to be the 15-minute. And the 15-minute wants to pump to the upside. As I said before, this measured move is about the same length of the pole. You're looking at two resistance points, about 42,450 or 42,700, 42,000, even 6, you could say, when these candles close here, 42,600. So that's what we're looking at for a pump for Bitcoin. I'm going to go on to the weekly candle now. All right. So what we said before, beautiful that we got above this region. Also, all the up and downs, 31K, 31, it doesn't matter to the weekly. As long as these candles close, look, and this was heavy resistance. Look, resistance, 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 resistance. We use that as support. Really, I didn't see a lot of people kind of logically saying that on YouTube. But like, if these weekly candles didn't close above it, you know, then we really basically could have said that we weren't going lower than 36K. You get it? And now we're $5 away from 42K, back above it, making a bit of a move here. And we'll keep that smaller time frame on ice for the rest of the night. Let's take a look at it here. BTC, USD. Watch your Bitcoin pairs right now. All eyes on Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin takes the cake. And so, look, Binance is a little behind Coinbase. Coinbase is like 42K on the dot. Binance is a little bit behind it. But that 15-minute is pushing to the upside. And when you already have a green candle that big and you're just crossing here, it's a big chance that this 15-minute takes a big move. Doesn't always take a big move, but the 15-minute can't. Look, even if you had just played this low 15-minute and held on, bang, bang, bang. And this was the measured move we had laid out here. How did we get that measured move? How did I figure out where Bitcoin was going to go to a T? I just drew this right here, right? Kind of had this little spot right there for the flag, and bang. Slanted a little bit. Might have poked out a little bit more, but that was basically where I saw Bitcoin going, right? And it went going to 42,670 and went to 42,560. My oh my, right? So we'll watch it here closely on the 15-minute and see what it can do for the rest of the night. And as long as we don't go above 36K on the weekly, I'll tell you what, it's a good thing. And now we have next support here at 39. So 39K is going to be a big deal for Bitcoin. 40K really, as long as we stay above this 49, 30K region, we could be beginning the beginnings of a massive move back to the upside, recapturing the all-time high and getting on up there. We could have bottomed, my friends. We could have bottomed. I don't want you to go like, did we bottom? Did we? You never know. For sure. I don't trust these market makers. They could be trying to get a bunch of people along in here and wreck them. Right? And wreck them to the downside. Anything is possible. But I'll tell you what, let's watch the weekly candles and let's not overreact to anything. As long as the next weekly candle closes above 40,000, we're good to go. We're good to go. So all we need is this. We just need this next candle to look something just like this. You know, a little cleaner than that, but you know, as long as it closes above 40K and respects this trend line, even this one right here, this kind of zone, we're in good shape. We're in good shape for a breakout. And it's a really good sign that we got a weekly candle that green. All right. It's the greenest weekly candle since this weekly candle here. When we were just beginning the stochastics, and stochastics are pushing up now on the weekly time frame. All right. 3-day also shows signs of life. 5-day just getting started for a massive move. Look at the last time the 5-day pushed up above the dotted line. We were blasting off for a huge leg for Bitcoin. Did we weather the storm as a team? Did we get through it all together? Did we buy the bottoms? And are we going to ride it to the top? There's a chance we did, my friends. And you know what? The fortune favors the brave. The fortune favors the brave. If you weren't brave enough to put your money down at 33K, then you're not going to win with the lifers. If you're not brave enough to buy the lows, if you don't know how to use the fear and greed index to your advantage, then you will not be the smart money. You will be with the people who get liquidated and hurt. The chance is to smarten up in these times and to gain insight. And that's what I'm trying to put down here every single day on the live stream to keep people from getting rocked and wrecked. Look at the fear and greed index to a 45. Whoever didn't buy down at 9 and 10 is crying right now because you may never get 9 and 10, but that's a little high right now. The greed is a little high for where we're at. I think that's a little exaggerated, way too exaggerated. I think we're just above the dotted line here. For me, I'm right here. I'm not that high. Like, I'm still in some fear. I'm still getting, I'm still sniffing these market makers out and still got some senses to me. I'm like, I don't know, So we'll see. But the fear and greed index looking pretty spiffy here at 45. My goodness. And again, remember last month we hit a 10. I am inclined to always nibble on BTC when it's in those regions. I mean, I'm just saying, and like, you look back, and anyone who didn't buy Bitcoin in that region was looking back like, damn, what was I thinking? Like, the fear and greed index was like, and if you're new to this, you'll have more chances to get down into this idea. And I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as financial advice. Okay, Billy, roll that. Thank you, Billy. Billy, how could you have forgotten that tonight? One more time, Billy, and you're not going to get your Sunday at the end of the live. I'm just joking. You'll get it. All right. So, what did you say? All right, we'll take care of that later. All right. So, the fear and greed index, right? 45. Now, you're throwing me off now, Billy. So check it out. So this is starting to move to the upside. $5 away now on Binance. It's telling me that we probably hit it on Coinbase. Yeah, 42,000. We're about $50 ahead on Coinbase, for whatever reason. But that's a huge sign. Bitcoin breaking up above 42K. And look at these bigger charts. The 3-day chart, the 5-day chart, all looking absolutely lovely. The daily, however, is very overbought. However, I did show you that the last 2 times we got out of a sticky situation. Look at this. The daily got overbought right here. We cracked this dotted line. We kind of did a little spin up, and we were right here. And we continued to fly, baby, as this went like this. Could the daily do some crazy move to the upside while we're up here? Remember, when you're up here, it's high momentum. It could be the end. It's usually the end, but it is high momentum. And that's what's hard for beginners to understand. It's an oscillator that tells you when you're completely extended, but it also tells you when the car could go the fastest, the most furiously. Like, a car could go the fastest, the price can move the fastest in these chances, in these times. We got to see the SHIB tonight. We'll take a look at SHIB from Tori McFarland. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate the super chats. Appreciate the love. Love your work, Sam. Learning a lot from your TA. Your TA is more accurate than any other YouTuber doing TA out there. Keep up the good work. Can you please do TA on sand? Thank you. Anoop Shada. If I had a super chat for everyone that told me that my TA was more accurate than anyone else on YouTube. Oh, I do. Bang, look at that super chat coming on in there. Bang, bang, bang. And look, he's going to move my balls around. Look at this. Watch the balls move in. And watch all the little balls move around. Amazing. Thank you for moving my balls so much. I love that. I love that. That's like metaverse, right? It's so cool to see the balls in the jar moving around like that. I love that. Super chat number 1, super chat number 2, super chat number 3. Ooh, Dustin. Getting all, putting it in sequential order. Dustin, I swear, man, if you got a tattoo, you'd get the alphabet. I love you, man. I love you. I'm messing with you. You'd get the alphabet written on his butt cheeks. I love you, Dustin. You're the man, dude. Let's look at SHIB. Let's look at Hero and look at FTT in a second. That sounds weird. Already got Google. Yeah, someone say mom. Google on my arm, man. This dude's funny, man. So look, but Bitcoin holding 42K like a boss chain, saying, I'm going to hold it down real quick. And, it's all about that 15-minute showing love, as I showed you before, bouncing out of the falling wedge. So we're going to watch this. And, I love how my live TA plays out in your face. Sorry, I'm funny tonight, but it's in your face. Live TA in your face. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Nicely in your face, though, as cordially as possible. I love each and every one of your faces. Beautiful faces. The lifer face. In the face of the lifer. Sam's ball game is strong. In your face. Let's go. He said balls again. Bro, you killing it. Shout out to Quarter Crawler in the game. Austin Orr, my man. Guess the big question is, what coins moved up first after the July reversal? China market looked great. Let's go Uniswap. GALA. Yeah, I guess they shoved that whole Evergrande under the rug, didn't they? And look, as I said, this falling wedge, 68% of the time with low stochastics, you're going to get a bit of a move here. So, right? It's going to stall out once the 7-minute flips, but the 7-minute is still good, pushing too. When I get the 7-minute and the 15-minute rocking with me, baby, it's a nice little short. I mean, that's going to be a nice short little scalp. That's going to be a nice little scalp for the leverage guy. Leverage traders love me. They come on the live stream, and I don't even like leverage trading, and I don't push it, but leverage trading love me. They come on the live, and they're just like, oh, thank you, Lifer. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Banging on them. Bang, bang, bang. 42,143 to the upside, and everyone got scared when this came down. People got freaked out. What did I do? I called it a retest. I looked at it cleanly. I saw the falling wedge, opened it up on the 7-minute. I got down to brass tacks. I even went here and saw, look, a double bottom. All right? Doesn't the double bottom break to the upside? Is that not a beautiful W? Don't you have to play W's clean? If you're in my trading group, isn't that what we do? Where's the measured move of the W? It's about there. Nailed it. Right? Let's take a look at the 5-minute. Beautiful W. I mean, that's a double bottom. So not only do you have a retest, but zoom in for the double bottom. Zooming in will change the way you look at things. Zooming in will change the way you look at the game. Look at that. Unreal. Unbelievable. A falling wedge with a double bottom. Come on, that's called confluence. Two patterns that break out 68% of the time. Who are you going to listen to? Your heart, your emotions, or the statistics? 42,188. As that green candle gets greener and greener, what we call this is a bread sticking. And look, want to see something cool? This is now going to flag out on the 5-minute chart. Why? Because it's high on the stochastics. I'm a magician. Look, price will stall out here. Have to touch the 21. More than likely. Doesn't mean it's over. It just means you're going to get like 10 or 20 minutes of a stall. Now, you won't even see this in the 15. 15-minute, this is a giant candle. Next 15-minute candle will open green and just continue on up. 3 white soldiers almost, I mean, that's a massive candle eating away. It's almost an engulfing candle because, see these red candles? It engulfs this, like, it just engulfs. Like, these 3 candles engulf that red candle. It's a group engulfing. It's a group engulfing. And look, just like I told you, see there's red on the 5-minute? How did I know that? Because I know what I'm doing. And I can teach you this on the real-time data. The man knew exactly when the price was going to stop like this. Like this. I tell you, it stop like that. It stop like that. No more. No more when I say the life I stay. No more. No more. No soup for you. No candle for you. I'm telling you, man, if you're not getting the chills watching my Crypto Lifer live stream, if you don't get the chills when you watch me, if you don't go, what the is going on? If you've never seen anything quite like this, hit the like button, subscribe. Please send a super chat. Let me know you're alive. Super chats, let me know you're alive out there. Send in the dough. Let it fly, baby. Let it fly. $1.99 for Altura. Please, kind sir. Appreciate chat. Let's take a look at the super chats. SHIB number 1. Heroes number 2. FGT number 4. Sand and Altura. Wow, Dustin, man. You're just impeccable. Impeccable. Nobody has people like this. VRA bumping. You're in a rush, Tan. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu for my peoples. And look, there's the 5-minute, just retracing. We're going to get a little, that's what's going to happen here. Just take it for what it's worth. Deep breaths, everything's going to be okay. Then what's going to happen? Look, it's going to be a cup and handle on the 5-minute. I'm going to blow your minds. You guys are going to be like, what is this, man? He's like, who does this stuff? And then the cup and handle is going to break out after the 5-minute resets, and we're just going to keep pumping. And everyone's going to be like, no, that's insane. That's impossible. You're out of your mind. I'm like, no. Don't worry. We're going to look at it in 10 to 15 minutes. And, you know, and again, we could be dumping all the way down. It's Sunday night. But let's see. Let's see. We shall see. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu for the game. I'm alive. Shout out to Real PC Benchmark in the game. Bang. Hey. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu, my friends. Shiba Inu here on Binance when the chart is fat, but I would buy it on KuCoin. KuCoin's the spot. Teasy. Let's take a look at it here. Pumping to the upside. And look, we had it in this channel here. You can see my previous work for SHIB, suggesting that we could get a punch to the upside. Look at my measured move for SHIB. Look at this. Insanity. Absolute insanity. Went right to the measured move. Look at this. Look at this. Bang. Bang. How do we do this? Where did I get the measured move? I took it from this pole. Swung it on out. And then I measured that with the previous resistance and figured that's where we would stall out. SHIB for the pump to the upside. Nice pump for Shiba Inu. Who here holds a big old bag of Shiba Inu? You know, I just figured if you can't beat them, join them. SHIB up 44% on the day. Or on, you know, yeah, I mean, in like 36 hours. Big move for SHIB. Now, if you weren't sure, but if you watch my channel for more than like, I don't know, 10 days, 20 days, I say the word Sammy Cup and Hattie like 7 or 8 times during the live stream. And I keep you well informed. And this is an emerging cup and handle. An emerging cup and handle to the upside. You can see that. Bang, bang, bang. You could also take the length of this pole right here. And that's another measured move if you'd like to play it as such. You get a little, if you get crazy with the measured move of the, there, this would be the length to this wick to that wick, which gives you the measured move there, right? But there was more to come. Honestly, let's see, wick all the way to the wick here, because you really got no other wicks. And still wouldn't have got you there, but this one did. Unreal. Shiba Inu to the upside. Bang, 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 right? SHIB. SHIB, baby, SHIB. Long time. Wow, that's a move for Shiba Inu. I'm like impressed by that move. Like, that's a big pump, you know. Also, honestly, you see the news too. They're coming out with the SHIBverse, launching SHIBverse in 2022, an immersive experience for their ecosystem and the metaverse space. I mean, you know, so hey, that's coming, and that's coming fast. So be careful, you know. Shiba Inu, man, Shiba Inu. Thank you so much for putting that on the radar. And that was the measured move. I went over this someday on the live, pointed it out that it could get on up there and bang, bang, bang. I mean, that's insane. Like, I didn't draw that line. That line had been there before it even happened. Shiba Inu to the upside up 39, maybe even 44%. Insanity. I didn't put out an exact call for it, so I'm not going to say that. But someone asked about it, and I did go over it maybe like 4 or 5 days ago. You can look at the timestamps. SHIB wants to move. All right? Bitcoin wants to pump. If Bitcoin pumps, everything's pumping. 15 minutes gonna just continue to pump. We're going to see a move up here to 33.46 for SHIB. So SHIB looks like it's not done yet. It is breaking out. That's a clean breakout. Almost retested and then really just kept going. 14% more coming for SHIB. Follows Bitcoin. You're going to see a pump for Shiba Inu. SHIB moving with a breakout to the upside. We're a little late. I like to be on these a little early. We're a little late on that. But Shiba Inu pumping to the upside. I'm just weary. I don't like to jump into trades Sunday night into Monday morning. But SHIB is pumping 14%, possibly coming out of it to the upside. All right. You're a little spent on the 1 hour. Just remember that too. You're chasing a little bit. I'd be careful. I don't like to chase. To me, I'd be limping out and not limping in right now would be a better move. All right. Here's the flag I'm talking about on the 5 minute doing its thing. As long as that continues sideways when this comes on down. And you can put an alert here. When the alert hits, what? I'll get an alert and then I'll be bang bang, ready to rock again. Shiba Inu, thank you so much for SHIB. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in here. Finbook, my man, Craig Wayne. And that's 2 Waynes to you. All right, not 1 Wayne, 2 Waynes. Qui-Gon Jinn, my dude. Cute, yeah. Qui-Gon Jinn. Or no, it would be Guy like Qui-Gon Jinn, I believe. I'm late to the party. Did he go over Telos? I drew this flag on SHIB an hour ago, but didn't post. Balo, how do you do the alerts on the RSI? You just click this dotted line here. I'm seeing Sammy Uniswap, 15-minute foreman. Can you look at GALA, please? Send in a super chat, please. It would be the nice thing to do for the channel. I'm alive. I got some super chats to clean up. Let's get them done here. Let's take a look at Heroes. Look, and you erased number 1. How nice are you? You're amazing. No one's ever done that. Wow. Dustin's like next level. Like, he's a good egg. You ever read the book A Good Egg? Dustin is the good egg. He'll paint your house. He'll find your cat. Like, he'll even do your groceries for you. Like, you got to read the book The Good Egg. It's hilarious. I'm a good egg. A very good egg. All right, let's take a look at Hero 33. Heroes with 33s in it. Heroes 33. Let's take a look at what Heroes did. Did some damage to the upside. We talked about this thing breaking out, and eventually it did do about 21% gains. Not too shabby, right? And I talked about every time that we had a bit of a pump, it moved. I said, can we get the pump up here again? And I had the question mark, like, can we get it? You know? Funny. It did. I see it can get all the way back up here to 6-7 is the measured move. All right, out of this C cup with a handle here. Let me get rid of all this other stuff that I was doing. Doing a comparison of the pumps we got every time we were low on the 4 hour. I said that the 4 hour has been gaining, giving us gains every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, you know? So I said, I mean, it's highly likely if the 4 hour is low, we take it for a run. And that was the idea here for the trading group. And bang, I mean, it wasn't amazing, and it took like way longer than it should have, like a couple days. But 26% gains. Hey, anything's better than not losing money, especially when the market was up and down. Heroes for 26% gains. Getting overbought here on the 4 hour. A little bit of a push up here. Again, everything following everything else. Let's see how this 15-minute can do. You know, it is following that kind of double bottom idea inside of a channel. Let's see. 15-minute may want to pump up here and get us to here at about 579. All right. That's what I'm looking at for Hero. But then again, that would probably be the end of the rally or a little more of a push up. And then I'd be wary of that. I'd be looking at this resistance point and these resistance points just for another pullback of sorts, just like it did here, where you hit when it came back up, it resisted. It'll resist eventually, come back up to the upside. However, if Bitcoin starts to rip, almost everything is going to rip. And the bottom prices were here, 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 and here. And I'm telling you, you got to take advantage of things on the lows. It's hard to do. Most people can't stomach it. It's not easy. That's why most people would never 100x, because it's not that easy to build a bag in these downtrends, and it's not that easy to hold through it all. You got to have like guts of steel. You really do. I've done it. I've been through it many times. I'll teach you. how to have guts of steel and how to stay mentally strong in the face of the market maker. And that's what we're talking about here every day in the live. All right, let's take a look at, so here, I can see it pushing a little more up here. But then once it got to this resistance and this resistance, I'd be looking for some profito, 6 cents area. All right. That's what the chart conveys. You do whatever makes you happy. You got to rechart it yourself, put your own work in, and see what the statistical analysis conveys to you and yours. Let's take a look at FTT, making big moves, valuated at billions of dollars. Let's take a look at what we're seeing here for FTT. We'll look at the UST tether pair on FTX exchange, the home of the FTT token, right? 46.33333. Of course, the 33 comes every time. Look, 33333. And then it changes. It always goes wherever I am. It happens all the time. It's a weird, really creepy thing, but it happens all the time. Look, there it is again. And now it's gone. Anyway, 4333333. Let's take a look at FTT. I have other work done on it, but I'm just gonna delete it. Actually, what did I have? Let's see what I had. Fun to see what I previously was looking at. Oh yeah, so it fell out of the flag from that last. That's okay. All right, let's take a look at here on the daily time frame. Follow Bitcoin to a bit of a T, as you can see, with a higher low though, a bit of a higher low than Bitcoin, right? Interesting. What it really makes me want to do here is do something like this, and it's like, you know, consolidating nicely. And you could even say, you know, well, you know, this is a bigger channel, okay, that it's choosing. Also, it's trying to handle its way on out of here. Like, there's your cup. There's a giant handle. All right. We're going to zoom in a second and take a look at what we see, too. Measured move would be the length of these wicks to wicks. Okay. Could consolidate a little bit more until it breaks on out. Another measured move is the length of this pole. I believe in this project wholeheartedly. I think it's going to be a slow mover, but I did park some funds in it for the long run, and I'm just going to I'm going to wait it out, right? And so I put about $7,000 in between 40 and 60, and I'm just going to hold it for, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. See what happens with Sam Bankman-Fried and Alameda. I'm riding with Tom Brady on this one. So Tom Brady's invested. I'm invested in him, with him, and I'm going to see what goes on, man. And one day maybe I can interview him about the investment, and that's the hope, right? I'm going to put it out there until it happens. Interview Tom Brady on the channel to talk about cryptocurrency. One Massachusetts guy to another guy who lived in Massachusetts for a while, right? So we'll see. FTT tokens in a bit of a tough spot. I mean, it got high on the daily, but did not make any higher highs, right? It got rejected by this point here. I want to see it break these levels. Probably come down once more for a bounce. So here, when it comes back down for that bounce, I would like to see it bounce off 36, 37, 32 at the most. It breaks 32. It's going to struggle for a little longer, and you know, we'll see. We'll see. Bigger time frames are in its flavor. Let's take a look at the weekly time frame pushing up to the upside. Said that was a really good time to accumulate on the low weekly time frame. So you may never get the price at 32 ever again. Weekly suggests that is a bit of a cup and handle on the weekly, and you will see $119 FTT token, which is about a 3x from here, a little under a 3x from where we're at. It's not the sexiest coin by any means. I think there's way more gains out there in a lot of other places, but you know, it's an interesting kind of long-term hold. I think it's something you can hold long-term for sure, though. For sure. Like, it's not going anywhere. So it's definitely a long-term hold. Good play on the overall idea that crypto will survive. If you believe crypto will survive, FTT token is right there with you. So that's interesting. Let's take a look at Sand, the Sandbox Premier coin. Sandbox with the most liquidity here on Binance and on KuCoin. And you can see the best time to get Sand is on the weekly time frame. It's hard to trust the weekly because that's when time is kind of bugged out. But the older you get and the more markets you've been in, like myself, the more you'll begin to play with the weekly time frame. Look, tweezer tops when the weekly come out, tweezer bottoms when the weekly comes out, low stochastic, right? We're seeing a bit of even hidden bullish divergence because you got swing up to swing up, and you got swing down to swing down, and hidden bullish divergence on the weekly time frame is a big deal. That was a steal to get Sand. Whoever jumped into Sand at $3.12, I mean, come on. Already up about 50% at 464, and Sand says the weekly is going to do damage. If you can forget about all the other time frames, and you can just wake up every couple of days and monitor the weekly, And make sure sand doesn't make a weekly candle close below this one at 460, at 391 here. 384 is really a big deal. As long as you don't go below 384, which is, where this last candle closed on the weekly, I mean, you're good to go for a massive move back up to about $9.91 for sand. You heard it here first. $10 sand coming. This market recovers and Bitcoin does what it's supposed to do. You're getting a $10 sand easy. And that's sad. I mean, only a double up when sand was 4 cents just less of a year and some odd change ago. Crazy. Doing 100x and more. I mean, absurdities. But sand, I do see it getting all the way up to big numbers. And again, in my channel, I do a lot of long-term projections you may want to check out. So $10 for sand, I'm looking at that. Write that one down, baby. 1019. I'll see you in the future. When is that going to happen? And time isn't perfect, but this is somewhat close sometimes. I was 10 days off on Bitcoin, April 9th, April 11th. $10 sand. We shall see. Let's take a look at Altura, my baby. I hold a bag of it. And this person is impersonating me at CryptoLifer33_. I've numerous times hit and reported them. Say, it appears they're pretending to be me. And then say, who is being impersonated? Me. And I send the report. And then I write, they're impersonating me. I don't know what else I want to send. I do it every day. And it stays up there. He blocks me like a weirdo. You can't follow or see his tweets. I mean, strange bird, right? Anyway, follow the real Crypto Lifer at CryptoLifer33 right here. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. The character of the owners determines the destiny of the asset. Do not accept any digital yuan, said Minnesota representative. Isn't that interesting? U.S. lawmakers issue warning about the digital yuan as Winter Olympics kicks off. Already starting the battles of the currencies. Look at Heroes AG. And they got 78,000 followers there. I mean, that's big. World's first decentralized VC, ultra high return deals for everyone. Gains Associates. That sounds so shady. I saw Heroes. That's the only reason I saw that. Where's Heroes? Holy hell, that's funny. What is that last one there? Let's take a look at ALU Altura. And Altura is gonna be a nice one because we can go to Coin Market Cap, and then we can also go over here to Dex Screener. Great place to get everyone interested and get them started in crypto, understand what's happening. We're going to type in Altura. Altura is a bridge of the NFT space. Can do some serious damage if they can do what they're set out to do. Moving up 3 cents, 869. I started getting into Altura at around 7 cents. It's at 89, and this thing went all the way up to like $1 at one point or something. It was crazy. A lot of people got in at 1 penny and wrote it up. Altura. But if we have another run, Altura will make a bigger move in the game. There it is for BUSD. There it is for BNB and USDT Tether here. Let's take a look. Altura making a nice move here out of the flag to the upside. However, it is very down if we look at the bigger time frame, bigger chart. Going to take a look at Altura here on the 4-hour chart, and you can see it had a beautiful run up to 47 cents. I was in that run up. I got in here at 7.13 and ran it all the way up there. It did like a 4 or 5x for me. Unbelievable. Altura did serious damage. But then, like most of the market, would have serious issues. And as Bitcoin would start to stumble and have trouble, I mean, people would just keep panic selling these coins to zero. I believe this coin is substantial. I really like the project. I haven't given up on the research that I did, and I still believe they're going to be a forefront in the NFT space. Let's take a look at their market cap, sitting at $46 million. And let's take a look at the website as well. The website's beautiful, powering the future of gaming. Altura provides the infrastructure for the future of in-game items, digital assets, and the metaverse. See, this thing's going to be a bridge for what other people need, introducing the future of NFTs and smart NFTs. Build a smart NFT. Imagine a video game sword that gets stronger every time it's used to slay a monster. Smart NFTs have properties that can change based on certain conditions. Built by developers for developers. Simple APIs, true ownership, and cross-platform items. Smart NFTs that actually know what they're doing, and when they do certain things, actually gain more potential inside of their own value. Insanity. Locked in value inside of actual behavior. So you have to use it to gain the value that's already locked in, but it has to be brought out. I think this is so insane, and what that actually means is like a new financial tool. Loot boxes on the blockchain, right? and a digital asset marketplace like no other else. Module Halhit is the founder and CEO. He's docked and well documented. You can see the team, get to know them. Altura. I like Altura a lot. I have a pretty big old bag of it, and I believe in their project, so I do disclose I own a big old bag of Altura. But I like it a lot, all right? And I believe they're going after what I like, infrastructure, right? Being something that everybody can use inside, and I look for projects of that nature. Altura can break out, get back to that all-time high of 47, and then we can see if it can do some more damage and start to make moves. Again, it's got to get back above 14 to take it seriously at all. That's going to be its next big hurdle of resistance. Look for a breakout above 13, and I always like to retest. The safest place to go is after it bounces off that support region, then accumulate, because it's showing you that it's showing signs of life and it wants to break on out. But again, do your own research, follow your heart, and go wherever you need to go. I'm just giving you what the chart conveys and some ideas about Altura and breaking it down. Thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and calling yourself crypto lifers. Look at Bitcoin and my flag now. Doing exactly kind of what we thought it would do. Following through. You'd be like, how? Just take a deep breath. Everything's going to be okay. 1 minute kind of wants to pump out of this. Let's see, a bit of a double bottom. Can the 1 minute move? 41,000 holding, 42K is actually holding really nice now. That's now like, it's kind of like, hey, I like this 42K region. We had resistance there. We used it as a bounce. And we got that support at 41,190, but we bounced hard so far. 42K really starting to establish itself on the smaller time frames. Let's see. We're going to keep watching this flag on the 5 minute. Look at my flag filling out. And I told you right there that the price was going to stall. We can go back in time and see that. That's insane. I've never seen a YouTuber do that. Never. I've never seen a YouTuber go, hey, the price will stop right here. Probably a good time to take profits and watch it flag out. And then it just like flags out. I've never seen that in my life. Has anyone ever seen it? Like, I'm being rude. I'm being pompous. I don't mean to be, but like, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Extra good time for buying Ethereum and Bitcoin and HODL stakes. Momo, man, come on. You were doing that last time. It's so crazy. This is just nuts. All right, keeping it moving for everyone here on the live. Thank you for being here on a Sunday night. Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. What a beautiful weekly candle close it was. I got to go through the official candle close, which I usually do. So I'm sorry about that, everybody. We just hover on the candle and we like spend some time on the candle itself and really look at it and just. So the candle, it opened at 37,904. The high was 42,719. The low was 36,259. And it closed at $42,415. It was a $4,513 candle. It was 11%, 11.91% candle for Bitcoin. Unbelievable. As Bitcoin pumps like we are looking at here at 42,200. And I'm telling you, see how you have to use the 1 minute and these smaller time frames to track it right now? That's all you can do. Doesn't make you a bad person. I know the 1 minute isn't what most people want to be on, but it's okay. We can make it. We can do it together. We can do it together. I can't sing, so don't worry about it. We can do it together. I won't. I can't. I'm not even going to go there. All right. Funny, look, now it's making all sorts of wacky cup and handles. Look at this 1 minute. Look what you can see when you zoom in. It's just amazing, right? I just love the worlds inside of the worlds. It's fascinating to me, really. And we're just going to keep tracking this flag. And the flag could go way longer, too. It's all depending on the stochastics. It could flip up, and then we'd have to see another kind of come down. It might be another retest. We'll see some funky moves. But I keep my projections, and I'm always projecting into the future, as you can see. And I'm not saying I'm going to be perfectly right, but over time, you get a knack for this. This becomes a skill like everything else. Just like TA becomes a skill, this projection theory, and this is what I try to teach to my students. This is what I do teach. I don't like the word try. This is what I do teach to my students. Not everybody picks up on it at first. It takes a while, but because it's a progressive skill. It's a skill that keeps moving. It never ends. Fantastic. Show you're the man. Thoughts on Polygon Matic, please. Theta, Brewing Still. Thank you so much, Stephen Sansbury. You're the man, Stephen. Thank you to everyone here on the live stream. Jumping on in. 341 people watching. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Let's keep it moving. Look, 222. We just had 222 when I looked at it, too. Thank you so much, everybody. And I won't say the likes again. I'll just keep doing my job. And you keep doing yours. Do your job. As Bill Belichick said, I'll keep doing this. You keep hitting the like. Let's look at Quant BTC. Appreciate you so much. Let's take a look at Quant BTC. Thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you so much for the love. Quant for Bitcoin. Shoulder, head, and his shoulder kind of negated to the upside. All right. Let's take a look here at the 1 hour. All eyes are kind of, it did double bottom there. Let me look at it at a bigger time frame. Okay, so what do I see here on the 1 hour? You're a little spent. Your breakout, a little spent. You know, you're a little spent here, okay? You're getting tight, though, in this motion. You've got a very drunken squiggly trying to be an inverted. A bit of a cup and handle here breaking out. Here's your handle. Let's take a look at your daily support and resistance. So you've bottomed. This is where, you know, wow, it made a big move. 37, 60% gains on your Bitcoin. I mean, that's a nice move, right? GALA on the 1 hour, Jimmy Phillips. Shout out to Jimmy. We'll take a look at GALA on the 1 hour. Jimmy, I love you, Jimmy. We're gonna get through it together, Jimmy. I love you, Jimmy. So the measured move for Quant BTC is up to 4,800 sats, 47.99. That's a nice move at 32, right? That's about 16 on 48. So you're gonna get about, you know, what? Yeah, 50%. I mean, SHIB is pumping. SHIB pumping. It's good to see, baby. That's good to see. Ciao, amore. Gina Babina. My Gina Babina. So legit. We closed bullish at 42K. I can't believe we were here cheering the same price as 1 year ago. Shout out to Sean Moore. Isn't that funny? Hey, man, anything could happen. We made a lot of money on the up and down, though. You know, there was a lot of volatility there. I think it's amazing. I mean, people are adopting Bitcoin. You know, Arizona, Colorado looking into it. Texas. Soon we're going to have whole states adopting Bitcoin. You know, you have mayors wanting to get paid in Bitcoin. Like, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Let's take a look at the 4 hour now. 4 hours ready to rock. So when the 4 hours ready to rock, I listen, baby. I listen. So this thing wants to be smooth. So look at your 4 hour support and resistance. Mark it. And I personally like this trade for a spinny. It's hot right now. It's making a move. Quant is hot in general. And I only have to risk about 10% to gain 50. That ain't too shabby. 5-to-1 risk-reward ratio. I take it. I takes it. And Bitcoin pumping right now looks like it might go sideways. Then Quant gets its run up. And that's kind of how you play it. Bitcoin goes sideways, a little down after a huge pump. And then the alts start to fly, right? We'll look at Bitcoin dominance on top of this, but I like Quant BTC. Looking pretty sharp. Thank you so much for Quant BTC. Remember, the 1 hour isn't ready yet. I put an alert on my 1 hour till it comes on down, but the 4 hours looking absolutely scrumptious. Bodaciously beautiful. Falling volume with falling price suggests that we will have a reversal. That's what I teach to my students. Remember, falling volume with falling price. Are you going over that? Oversold stochastics. I said, can you put the RSI in a bullish pattern close to oversold or at least below 50? And it's close to oversold, and it's at like, it dipped to like 49, and it's like 51. It was at 50 before it dipped a little bit. So it's in that region where it should bounce. MACD, everything in my checklist ready to rock. And they don't call me Sammy Cup and Heady for nothing, right? That's a cup and handle ready to rock. And the voice comes out when the cup and handle comes out. Sammy Cup and Heady for the win. No. Forget about it. Anyway, look at this. I'm not that much of a DB, I'm telling you. I'm really not. Yeah, you are. You just did that. But look at this. This could break up to the upside here. 51% gains for quant BTC. I like what I'm seeing for quant. I do. I like what the chart conveys. Chart conveying some high probabilities of a move. That's it. I don't know nothing. All I know is what the chart conveys. The chart conveys high probabilities of a move to the upside. This AGLD has been like, people have been all over this thing. It's been pumping and flipping and flopping. This thing wants to go. I'd be wary of it, but, you know, it's been getting the moves. And people have been pushing it. So there's some money behind it. I think it's kind of a bump and dump at the end of the day. Like, I don't believe in it, per se. But that 4 hours pushing up to the upside, I like what I'm seeing there. 1 hour's a little high. Look for the retest. So here, you draw your support and resistance line. And any smart trader is looking for the bounce off of the 21-day moving average and the flag. And there you have it. That would be a slight cup in handy as well. So you're looking for the flag after the breakout. Very bullish sign. And this could get you there. This could get you there. Come on back down. I got my alert waiting. And I'll be ready to rock. I got an alert here watching this thing closely. 4 hour does want to rock to the upside. At least back to resistance. And that will render me a nice 43% gains for AGLD on Binance. I take a look at this thing. AGLD on Binance. Watch the 1 hour. Four hours bullish. Bullish. Like boo. All right, let's keep it moving. Soul TA from Grace Ashley Harris for the $2 in GALA. Let's take a look at GALA and Soul GALA. And I like GALA X, which is the 3 coin. You have to put X for some reason on KuCoin. All right, so we talked about GALA stalling out there on the 1 hour and possibly making a bit of a flag here. It looks like it's doing just that, right? You can see I always have my flag progressions set up all over the market. I have it on like 60, 50, 60 different coins at any given moment. And I'm just watching them. I'm watching them all. Now, you're never going to be perfect, but what you are going to do is you're going to be a step ahead of the rest of the crowd when they're trying to figure out what's happening, right? So, here's your flag. That's definitely a bull flag. Beautiful bull flag. I love to see a flag like that. Sharp bull flags. These look good. It's oversold on the 1 hour. Can you get oversold on the 4 hour? Yeah, a little more downside to come. Really got to touch that 21. So, I don't like to push it when the 4 hour is that high. You might get a scalp on the 1 hour, but 4 hours a big boy. I don't like to trade uptrends until the 4 hour resets itself and comes to the downside. Now, anything is possible. The 1 hour could flip, and I've seen the 4 hour flip in the middle and you miss the trade. It can happen. But for the most part, 1, 2, 3, it comes to the downside, and the majority of the time, you're going to get a pullback. This is trying to make a bit of a cup and handle here, as you can see. And then it does have a bigger measured move. So I am all for this breaking out of this move here and getting up to that next resistance point here at about 44 from 30. That's going to be 50% gains from 44 to 30 out of GALA. If any coin's going to do it, it's going to be GALA. It's got a great team. It ain't a rug pull for sure. I mean, it's a real team with a real project, and they're really in for the long haul. GALA me Bitcoin, you could hold for 4 to 5 years, maybe more. After doing my research and my due diligence and playing with GALA and, having been in and out of it, we started at 7 cents. We've been watching it since it was back here. When the day it hit the market, I knew about it. Like when coins hit KuCoin, I'm all over them. I'm like, all right, new coin on KuCoin. What's going on? What's happening? Let's take a look, Let's take a look at our baby FRR. Speaking of a new coin on KuCoin, FRR. But that's what GALA looks like to me. Let's take a look at Soul as well before I jump on out for Grace Ashley Harris, one of my top students of the month. She's working so hard, everybody, putting in that work. I don't mean to call her out, but she's putting in that work. And when you put in that work, you deserve that recognition. And I got to hand it to her. Look, rejection coming off of the bounce. Soul holding support and resistance here. Oversold on the 4 hour. Highly likely it's going to get legs. It's the first thing to pump after Bitcoin goes sideways. At least we'll get sucked up here to the 200-day moving average. It's highly likely to happen for Solana. So I'd watch Solana closely here. Want to make a move. It could go up 17%. Half of that, about 8 or 9, if it only gets to the 200-day moving average. Looking for a bit of a reversal here as the 4 hour is resetting for Solana. I like what I'm seeing in the bull flag, and this thing is holding an SR flip, support and resistance flip, has occurred there for Solana if it can hold it. If it can't, look for it to come down and bounce off 102 one more time, holding the psychological 100 level, and it got back above it pretty fast without playing any games. So Solana showing signs of life here for a move to the upside, but it still needs to go sideways. 1 hour kind of in a bit of a indiscretion pattern, but hey, I'm bullish on Sol tonight. I believe Sol could do some damage. I would watch Sol closely for a pump to the upside. The second Bitcoin stalls out and gets a little sidesway or sidesway, as I said, sideways, I would look for Sol to be the first thing to start to pump. Sol and AVAX, they love to kind of take that momentum away from Bitcoin. The second Bitcoin stalls out, it's Sol, AVAX, Luna. They all start to pump. And then that money flows into the smaller coins, and that's the succession of cryptocurrency. Money flows out of the world market into Bitcoin. Then it flows out of Bitcoin into the large caps into mid caps into small caps. And then people sell their small caps back into Bitcoin, and the cycle continues. If you don't know what I just said, get acquainted with my trading group, understand what's happening, and see what we're talking about. All right. That one in production. That's the one in production. Yeah. Tapping the 50 MA on the daily time frame. Interesting enough. Again, too, like we talked about here, let's go over this one other thing that we went over. And look, there's your pump. Finally, can the 5-minute break on out? Bitcoin USD here on Coinbase. And again, another thing on the 4-hour that we discussed was, look at this. I mean, this is a huge deal. This is like the third reason why I believe we may have come out, because the last time we were in a bottom, we were below the 200-day moving average. Let's talk about it down. Let's talk about the last 3 times in a row. All right, let's go over this. I mean, we had the pandemic dump. First of all, we had the This is when this is the pandemic. This is when we dumped hard down to like 38K, and you can see we broke the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour time frame. Once we slowly got above it, you can see once we got above it, it was a huge sign like we would never really go back below it again. Okay? We would start to move, and we would play with it a few times. We got below it a little bit there, but we would play with it here, and then we had this little drought. But I mean, it recognizes a big move. It's like a golden cross in a way, and it is a golden cross. The price crosses, and then that 50 is going to come with it and cross that 200. Here we have it again, though. The price getting above the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour time frame. I just want to point this out. After that, look at that. We were gone. We were gone. Okay, so there's 2 places. This was hugely significant. We would never go below the 200 again, until right here where we had a correction, where everyone said we were going to 20K and there's a bunch of fear in the market and we're done. Until we got back above it. And what I'm trying to show you is the second we get above it, we don't look back again. The second we get above it, we don't look back again. We're gone. We're just gone. We came up for a retest. We tried to come back again. Look at that crazy volatility. But we were gone after that. Look at the volatility been in Bitcoin ever since. Look at that green candle to red candle up and down, but eventually we would eat it away. And look, the whole point of the story is to look at macro ideas and stick to them. We're above the 200-day moving average. Above. We dip a little bit. We stay above. And this would be a massive move. Again. And then look, when we finally go below it, that starts that nasty bear trend. Nasty bear trend. Everyone says we're going to 20K again, 10K, screaming for the lows. But Bitcoin peaks back above the 200-day moving average. And that would be the catalyst for a massive move that we would never go above it till we hit our high here at 52K. All right. Then we'd have our retracement below it, and then everyone would say we're going low again. It was nasty, a bunch of fear. This was scary times. I would long this. I would long this. Right? And bang, bang, bang. These I was able to really solidly call bottoms. This one I was a lot wary of. This one I just DCA'd into the area because I was like, I couldn't guarantee a bottom. I was like, man, this one's I kind of like, I have to be honest, even maybe I got lucky, but these ones I was like, that's a bottom, that's a bottom. We're rocking. We did see the divergence, you know, and look, we get above the 200-day moving average and we're gone again until we got below it. So here we are again. All right. And we're massively above the 200-day moving average. As long as we don't go below the 200 on the 4-hour time frame, look, the 21's coming, and you know what's coming right behind that is the 50 for a golden cross. And I'm just so even if Bitcoin dips a little bit, plays games, whatever happens, as long as we stay above this 200, sideways, whatever, come back down, and it's suggesting that we don't go any lower than literally for us to remain bullish. Bitcoin really can't go lower than where we're at now on the 200, which is 40,590. And that's suggesting that really that's our bottom. The last 2 times that was our bottom. Suggesting this will be a beautiful time to long BTC. That's what this is saying. All right. I'm going to do one other thing. If you stick with me throughout this live stream, how many people we got watching here? We got 330 people watching. Amazing. Can we get the likes up to 333? If we have 333 other people, I'm going to show you one other trick with one indicator you can use to kind of determine where you're going to go. And look at this, man. Look at my flag. I suggested breaking back up, and it is. And look, that's got to be the 1 minute doing damage because there's really nothing else that can be doing it right now. When it is, it broke out. Look, it flagged again. You got to call this a bullish rectangle. You just got to. See that? It's got a little mini measured move. Nothing crazy. Look, it hit it and wicked down. This is so funny how they can see everything, these guys. I can't get the 30-second or the 5-second, but I'll get it. I'm going to get it soon. And look at the pump for Bitcoin. 42,271, baby. It's short-lived. Remember, it's short-lived. These little time frames are very, very overbought. So they're going to have to cool off eventually. Like, this is like, to me, we're doing something like weird, like something like this. This is highly likely to come back down right here, see? Back to 42,000, you know, maybe even a little whip down to 42 evens. But, you know, I don't think it wants to. It can't cross this 4270 area. That's strong resistance right now. I mean, support right now because it was resistance there. And I'd like to see it hold, you know, and a little wick right to that area too as well. It holds. We're golden for the night to continue above 42K. But these are the levels you got to watch, okay? Shane Sullivan, best TA on YouTube. Go Lifer, thank you so much. Crypto Lifer, the Fib Pro Sniper. Shout out to the Lost Adventures. Shout out to all my peoples in the game. Smash that like button. Aim for the moon and you'll reach the stars, kiddo. Hey, Phoenix Soul. Can't find your Facebook. What state you in? Pamp it. Pamp it, baby. Pamp it. 42,284 for Bitcoin. And, you know, we went through so many weekly candle closes where it wasn't fun. Like, I went to go downstairs and I'd be like, all right, babe. And I'll be like, have a good weekly close. And I'm like, it's going to be tough. I was like, it's going to be a tough close. Like a massively nasty weekly closes, like horribly bearish red days, just like, you know, and through it all. We traded through it all. I taught through it all. We used them all as teaching arrangements to teach. And we found so much through it all. It was unbelievable, right? This was a better feeling weekend after all that max pain. Oh my God, it was insane. Like, it wasn't easy. I want a coffee so bad right now. Master Lifer, shout out to the fishing kid. Gina's favorite part of the moose. You might ask, it's the task. Hawaii, my brother, I live on Maui. Phoenix Soul, living in Maui, man. What a beautiful life. February, the real start to the new year. Let's hope so, baby. And February has been a notoriously great month for Bitcoin. Only 2 months was Bitcoin bearish in the month of February. It's been very bullish many, many times in the month of February. So Bitcoin has been very good to us in the month of February. Can it be good to us again? Let's hope. Let's pray that it does what it's supposed to do. Trying to find that shot in time. I think I could find it in a little fast rate. Where is it there? Did I post it there? Another thing that I suggested that we had bottomed, another reason why I suggest that we may have bottomed here, is this wacky little chart. See, it's this whales and small fish down, whales down and small fish up. So it has like a dark blue line, a lighter blue, or you can call it purple. I'm colorblind, but I know that's darker and that's lighter. That's orange and that's like red, right? Now, when we're dark blue, the whales and the small fish are both selling. So everybody's selling. So everyone was selling here. Everyone was selling down here. Except for me, I was buying. But, and then the whales are down and the small fish are up. All right? That means the whales are selling, but the small fish are buying. And that was happening right around here. Small fish were buying while the whales were selling. So small fish thought they were catching the bottom, but they were getting rocked. right? Then you have the whales are buying up. The whales are up means the whales are buying, but the fish are selling. Okay, so right here the whales were buying when the fish was selling. They thought that was a dip. The whales bought in and ripped it up one more time. Same thing around this area. Everyone started capitulating, and this is where the whales started buying cheap Bitcoin off of the retail investors. All right. Now whales down and small fish up. This is when everybody starts to buy, and it starts to turn red. Right here we pump, right there we pump, right there we pump, and look, we turn dark red on this. This chart is an on-chain data chart, which also shows you that Bitcoin had bottomed. I don't want to guarantee it, but I want to just show you that there's an idea of on-chain data here. That was when the whales and again, they could be kind of, just getting us into that idea and faking us out. Anything is possible. I now am always on the fence of anything is possible, all right? But that's an amazing, amazing chart, all right? So something to look at too. Let's look at our baby Volt Inu. We've been tracking Volt Inu for a while now. Is Volt Inu showing signs of life? I mean, honestly, if Bitcoin pumps, these little coins will do so much damage. Like that's just luck too. You jump into a coin when Bitcoin booms, and I mean, you're gonna get to love on it. 38% here. Let's take a look at the bigger chart though, right? And I'm staying away from the ETH address, even just to look it up. Like, ugh, dirty ETH address with all those fees. Let's take a look at our baby Volt Inu, and please send in a super chat, send in the love, keep it moving. I went through all the bearish times. I streamed through all the tough times, no matter what happened, and we were there. And look, I talked about Volt Inu possibly going up 269% gains. It is now up 210% gains. We went over Volt Inu multiple times. It was on my radar. I talked about it. I liked it. Volt Inu. And I don't like a lot of Inu coins. I don't. I can't stand them, actually. But if you can see on 130, I'm posting Volt Inu to the group here. And there we are. You know what? 5 days later for gains of 210%. Bang, bang, bang. Before and after for Volt Inu. So shout out to all my Volt Inu peoples. 200% gains. And we tweet that on out. I mean, again, I posted that to my trading group. It was a beautiful setup that I liked. I looked at what was going down. It had the je ne sais quoi to me, and I was all over it. Volt Inu, no one else, I'm telling you right now, nobody, and I'm telling you right now, gave you gains of 210% in the last week. The market was in extreme fear. People were bugging out, but my channel showed up every single day. We didn't take a day off. We pushed forward. We didn't stop. I still use my instincts, my spidey senses, and I sniffed out a winner for 210% gains. Now, again, this could be high risk, high reward. Anything could happen to this coin. I don't want to say it's amazing. I don't know the team. I don't know a dang thing about it. This is a speculative cash play. I go in and out of something like this, and bang, bang, bang. Also, this week was the week where my team really stepped it up. Shout out to this amazing thumbnail where the big gains for Baby Lambo. We also took Baby Lambo Inu last week for 270% gains. So we've been showing you how to play these tiny little poo coins. We show you how to play the big coins micro cap. We show you how to play the weekly for Bitcoin. This channel covers it from A to Z. Look at this pumping to the upside. I talked about this flag booming. I said you got to look at the 1 minute. There's really nothing else you can go on here. Look, when markets are moving, you got to play small time frames. There's nothing else you can do, and just keep building the flag. I'll teach you, my students, is I can trade the 1 minute. I can trade the weekly. Not many people can trade the 1 minute and the weekly time frame. I'm telling you right now, that is a skill in and of itself, to be able to play some of the smallest time frames and the biggest time frames and understand the meaning between them all, and be able to have complexity and be able to juxtapose one to the other. Bitcoin 42,400. Strong. Satoshi stacking. And who was buying Bitcoin on the lows at 33K? Who was buying Bitcoin on the lows when all these other YouTubers were running their miles? Where were we? We were in the trenches, baby. We were in the trenches, getting it in. Can I get 333 likes, please? Still 30 of you people won't hit that like button. You got to do the right thing. I'm going to show you something amazing. That's going to blow your mind. A weighted moving average that may get you super excited. Crypto Fave, 2 million long, just opened. Isn't that crazy? Naka. Super chats all are completed. Bang, bang, bang. Bitcoin wanting to pump again. to the upside. Watch your alts with Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Let's take a look at let's look at Dow futures, shall we? When it rains, it pours. Let's look at the Dow futures and see what they're saying. 9:30, Dow futures down 84. So we could have a red day tomorrow. Just putting that on the radar. Dow futures are down 84. Bitcoin's having fun tonight. Could see a red day tomorrow. Just want to put it on the radar. We are getting overbought on the 4-hour time frame. Right? We had our fun. You know, this might double top, and then we do have to see a retracement. How low that retracement, and we didn't break this high now. Now we're coming for the next high. We did break this high though, thank God. Every time we made one of these crazy, horrible patterns, we didn't break it. We finally broke through one of these patterns to the upside. Inverted Bart Simpson. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Also, this could be a shoulder, the head, and that's a little shoulder. Let me show you what I mean here. Let's get rid of all my insane drawings. That's just nuts. But what we can see here is this. A shoulder. I know, and I've seen this before, even though it's very, very, like, unconventional. Just got to bear with me here, right? And again, picture that as your shoulder. Here's your neckline, which you're breaching. And you take the length here, and this would be your measured move of this. 50,962. And would that clear the next? It wouldn't clear the high completely, but it would clear this resistance and this. So our next big resistance that Bitcoin's coming for is 44 really is these wicks here. 44,444. I call it 444. We got to break through the 4/4s. Then we're coming for 45,500. Then we're coming for 48,000. And then we're coming for 51K. A lot funner to talk about what we're coming for than what we're going down into, right? Now, if Bitcoin doesn't make a huge move and we do end up getting rejected here, we desperately need to bounce off 39K. We break 39K, highly likely we go to 36.5, which was a huge level of weekly support, which we've gone over. And then we come back down here to 33,563. 33,400. All right, and we're back to the bottom. Could this be a giant double bottom? Could they be faking us out beyond belief right here? Look at this. Just be ready for, I'm just getting your mind ready. Could this be what's going on here? We get rejected. We come out for a giant double bottom. That's possible. I think it's unlikely, but I think it's possible. All right. And honestly, anything is likely, so you never know. You never know. Okay. Don't get juiced up. Always use a stop loss. Always realize that you could get slammed by the market maker at any given moment. They could bring us to zero. They could bring this thing to 20K, 30K. Remember, okay? We are just fish in a large pond, and there are whales swimming amongst us. And we are but minnows, okay? Knowing your position and understanding your power against the people that are running this market will make you realize how vulnerable you are, and then you'll use a stop loss and do the right thing. Please, by all means, do the right thing. Look, that's a bit of a retest and a bounce off the area there. That's a retest. See that? Now that's a retest off this little area like we talked about, and it is making a move. Insane. I mean, we went over this and I called this today. I mean, had you watched the channel from when we started it, the analysis has been spot on, like spot on. This is cryptocurrency NFT news every single day and live technical analysis. Some of the best TA on YouTube is what the people tell me. That's what they say. That's what they say. They say it's some of the best TA they've ever seen. I mean, look at this. We called the flag after flag. We got to the 1 minute flag saying this would break on out. Now you're kind of getting a little crazy here. You know, what could happen here now is this could be a retest of this zone. But what you do now is you flip. Look, you basically hit that measured move, and now you flip this flag. And this has a measured move now. And what happens is leverage traders on these small time frames, they keep jacking up the price. This is what's going to keep happening. Okay. Now you can see how crazy we are, like how deep we are. We're on the 1 minute candle, but we figured all this out. We figured out the double bottom. We saw this cup and handle, right? We got measured moves. We can see where we're going now. It makes sense. Insanity, right? Who's with me? Put a 1 in the comment section if you're with me, or put a 333 in the comment section if you're with me. If you want to be a crypto lifer, if you want more, if you want to join my Patreon, please join the Patreon. For $99 a month, Wouldn't you want to hang out with me every single day? I put in so much work and so much effort into my trading group, and I'll keep you updated. We do a weekly screen share every single Wednesday from 6 to 8:30. I share my token metrics account, which costs $85 a month. So for $99 a month, which is all I charge, it'll blow your mind for what you get out of the group. You can email cryptolifers@gmail to pay in cryptocurrency. Shout out to Rocket Dog. Haven't seen in a while. Shout out to Big Jim. Shout out to Grace Ashley Harris, New York Rap List. Number 10, Theta, and number 11, XRP. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Coming on in, let's take a look at Theta. Let's take a look at Theta. USDT here on Binance. My man. Big Jimmy Jim. And look, we talked about Theta here breaking up to the upside. It did make a bit of a move here. Let's take a look at the bigger time frames though. And in my mind, I mean, Theta down at 225, I almost couldn't believe it. As if it goes any lower, like the market's done. It's like we won't have a market. Like people would just be completely out. I looked at it, I said, if they don't bounce it at least a little bit, they've killed everybody. I said, they go down a little lower for me. I said, if they bring Theta to $1, I was looking at it, I was like, man, the next place this thing could go is just like. But again, look at this strong divergence. You have swing down to swing down, and I teach this to my students, swing up to swing up. Divergence will change the way you trade. Make sure you're looking at your divergence all the time. Lemon water, let's go. Shout out to the fishing kid. I sold at 15, thank God. Oh man, God bless you for that. Come enjoy this good weather and the mimosas out in Miami, baby. Guys and gals, join the Patreon. I'm 2 months in and I've learned so much just watching. Minimal input. Have posted a couple of charts and the process works. Learn the right patterns and when to apply. Shout out to Jesse's fan. Thank you so much for saying that, man. I'm putting that in testimonials, man, because that's hot. That's hot. Thank you very much for saying that. And if you're on the fence, join my testimonials. I'll post a link right here. But I have a link here to the testimonials. Jump on it right here. And you can see what people were saying, just like this. And it's all real. Bang, bang, bang. Read those testimonials if you're on the fence. Hear what people have to say about joining my trade group. Hear the lives that have changed, what we've done. People started businesses, quit their jobs. Amazing stuff has happened. Had a 20-year-old kid make like, 40, 60, he made like $60,000 on bake. Changed his life, bought his dream car. Had enough money to take care of his mom and his family. Like, he was crying. Unbelievable stuff. Like, things you just wouldn't believe. An emerging cup and handle for Theta. It does want to pump. That 1 hour is getting high, but we're breaking on out. Take a look at the 4 hours. It is... There's some momentum here. You got to look for support and resistance and make sure you can hold. It's crucial that we stay above $3, really. You stay above $3, this thing can pump. I'm wary of it, though, right now. Let's take a look at the daily time frame. Yeah, you're getting overbought on a lot of these. You had good push-ups. Look for a bit of a pullback back to maybe the 21-day moving average. Maybe a bounce here off this area. We'll see. I'm a little weary of chasing Theta right now at 351. Anything could happen. Maybe it does pop up to 387. I'm just throwing caution there. I don't personally, I personally think it's sketch. But again, do whatever makes you happy. This is telling me we're a little extended, but we do want to get a move on the 1 hour. It's interesting. MACD doesn't want to turn. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we did see a 384, but just be wary of the bigger time frames are against you there, right? You're not at the bottom on the daily. Like down here is really where you want to make that move at 260. A lot of people are in profit right now. Remember that. Some people are just swing trading. And they don't really care about Theta as much as maybe a long-term investor will. So you got to put that into perspective. There's a pullback coming on that daily time frame. I'm out. Love y'all. Remember Adam, Dot, Ada, Luna, etc. Don't underestimate. Just because YouTubers talk. Look at SHIB. Look at Adam. There is a reason. Adam's amazing. We love Adam, man. Dot is amazing too. And Cardano. I'm a long-term Cardano holder. Trent knows that. Love you, Trent. Thank you for stopping on by, Trent. Appreciate you, brother. Let's take a look at XRP for XRP Muser. RIP XRP Muser. He is now the crypto muser. But he's still musing around. I hope you're wearing a condom. I'm being really, that was wrong. I was just joking about how he muses. Like it
It wasn't like that. No, it was. I was saying, like, he's musing around all these different channels. I hope he's wearing a digital NFT condom, is really what I wanted to say. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Sorry, I usually don't talk like that, and I'll keep it clean. XRP, look at that on the daily time frame. It bottomed out at 59 cents. Massive move for XRP. I mean, that's huge. Those are 3 white soldiers representing a huge reversal to the upside. It's following Bitcoin with a pump too. I like what I'm seeing for XRP. Again, it's got to get above that resistance at 80 cents. Once it does, XRP really will start building its bag back up to the upside. Again, what I see for XRP is what I've seen for a lot of coins is massive consolidation here. Massive consolidation. And honestly, what's great about being through the bottom is once you get out of the bottoms, if we have, the next 6-7 months are just fun. Because you just get to keep getting closer to a huge blow off top and making massive amounts of bread. So just, getting closer and closer to that top and knowing that you made it through the bottoms. And I'm not saying we did, but there's some signs that we did. And I've been here before and it's starting to feel a little bit like it. But again, I don't want to paint the picture and be a moon boy. I take it one day at a time. Peter Englefield, that's true. Please definitely seek some professional advice. You and your dreams are worth it, my friend. Phantom, please. Shout out to Dr. Maria Online for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Dr. Maria, for coming on in. We got doctors in the house, just to make it real clear. We got doctors in the house. All right. I hope that's true. I can't confirm or deny that. It looks to be true. We don't know if it's true for sure, but she seems to be a doctor. I believe if she called herself Dr. Maria on YouTube, she's a doctor. All right. And she's Dr. Maria online, so she doesn't play. Okay. Especially in these times where people needed a lot of telehealth. She was there. Okay, so XRP, I see it getting back up here to $2.25 out of this big move. Remember that high was $1.93, 93, 94 area. I see XRP doing them. It's in a cup and handle, breaking on out. It's going to do some damage. Let's take a look at it on the weekly. The weekly really will guide you. The weekly says this is when you gobble up as much XRP as you can. That's what the weekly says. And the weekly says big XRP is going to have its day in the sun. The last time the weekly got low like this, we had a massive move from about 25 cents all the way up to $1.94, almost a 10x, about an 8x. Could it go all the way up to 7 beans? I mean, anything is possible. Once XRP breaks $2.27 and it hits this high here on the weekly, I mean, this thing is... So I'd watch XRP closely. I believe in it. I hold a bag of it. I will disclose. I hold bags. I hold about 12,000 XRP in total, and I'll continue to hold them as well. So that's it. The last couple weeks ago has been one of 3 times. I even confidently knew that it's a good time to buy 100%. Your owner. The last couple weeks has been one of the 3 times I have confidently knew that it's a good time to buy 100%. She ain't a doctor if she recommends... Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do it. Let's take a look at Phantom. Hey, keep that word and all that stuff away, man. Please. If you respect me, then you know better. Don't let my people stake you out of the chat. That's what I mean. That sounded wrong. Gotta have a good medics in the Lifer Army. Yeah, we do, man. Decentraland, Loopring. How's that looking to you? Loopring was pumping hard. Thoughts on Render BTC? Render was hard. I actually want to take a look at Render because then it pulled back. I think it's getting into that sweet spot again. It pumped when the rest of the market didn't pump. Now it's pulling back. Look at the weekly chart, though. If you can stomach the weekly, most people can't. Really, I'm just telling you, most people cannot stomach the weekly. But if you can stomach the weekly, I'm telling you right now, this thing could do some serious damage. Back up to 894 for Render. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. It's indecisive in the middle here. Cup and handling its way, though. Interesting, right? NFT birth control. Soul. Better fix those bridges. Don't want to get that Trojan horse hacked. You were on fire tonight. Shout out to Cryptosaurus Rex with the $4.99 super chat. You're the man, dude. Thank you so much for coming on in. Yeah, I'm not some days I'm on, and some like the last 2 days I've just been on. I don't know if it's the moon. You know, it's Bitcoin, man. When Bitcoin's pumping, I mean, you can just tell it's good for my survival rate because I own a lot of Bitcoins. No, I mean, I don't own a lot. I don't own any Bitcoin. What am I saying? I don't own as much as I should. How about that? I should own way more. I should own as much as all of y'all. Let's take a look at this. The 4 hour wants to pump for Render. I like what I'm seeing here. And, you know, when we look at it, it's forming this beautiful bull pennant. See that? Wants to break to the upside. There's a bigger measured move. 4 hour wants to push up. We can see render at $5.14, not too wrong from now. This thing's been growing, and a flag out of a falling wedge is the big sign. I like seeing this. The 1 hour's in a little bit of a, indecisive moment, but I mean, that's interesting to me. The 15-minute may be your catalyst for a move to the upside. I like render. Could be the trade of the night actually right now. It's showing some signs of life. And look, support and resistance bouncing right here. Resistance, 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 and we're bouncing off that support line. So, yay, 47, even smaller, 27. Ooh, you got a lot of support and resistance for stop loss action. This is a good sign. I like what I'm looking at here. You got dual action there. This is hot. This is hot. Yeah, I mean, you could even, that's a good spot. Okay, I like render right there. I see render doing some serious damage. I know I got a lot going on. I'll delete this one for now, but it looks like we could get some moves out of render tonight. I'm telling you, my system suggests that render may pump to the upside. That's what the technical analysis suggests. There's a high probability of it. You never know. There's no guarantees at all. No guarantees at all. I would watch it very, very closely, though. I really would. Okay, so there you go. There's the 4 hour for render. Looks sweet. It does, So there you have it. Bam. And the 4 hour looks nice too. So I like when the bigger time frames are in my flavor. It's a lot better of an entry and an idea. I was going to ask for some thoughts on VRA, but hoping we can all send life or love to Peter Engerfield. He's needing to get help and strong tonight. What's up with Peter, man? I've seen his name on the channel a lot of times back. What happened with Peter here? Thank you. What about San? I'm out, love. Remember y'all. Blah, blah, blah. What happened with Peter? Peter, we love you, man. That's true. Please definitely seek some professional advice. You and your dreams are worth it, my friend. Oh, no. Peter wrote 666. Peter. XRP getting it. What up, Liver? Shout out to Keeler TA. Thank you so much. If DCAing, is there a day of the week that would typically be more beneficial? Curious. If weekends are more consistently lower on macro scale. Thanks, brother. 333. You kind of have to look at that yourself. We found Fridays. You know what? Mondays would be a good DCA because there's a lot of volatility on Monday. Prices usually kind of flow and drop on Monday morning. Me personally, I don't know, but you got to figure out that yourself. I'm not a financial advisor. That's something you're going to have to kind of work and do your own due diligence there. All right. 13 ONG. Is that a real coin or is that a typo? You find a keeper kid, Peter, on that spice. Let him cool off. No worries, man. People on that spice, man. I was going to ask for some thoughts on VRA. We'll take a look at that. Dustin Kaba, did your live recover VRA tonight? I stepped away. No, we didn't go over it yet. Nope. I like render as the trade of the night for KuCoin. Bang, bang, bang. Okay. Who wants to eat some calamari? Calamari pump. Remember that? We were playing calamari back in the day. I want to see my old works there. Yeah, remember I had this. I was like, I just was like, we can't find a bottom for this thing. I'm like, when is it going to bottom? Now it's starting to bottom. And you know what's great is we knew all these little coins. These are going to be fun to play. Then there's new coins. There's going to be even more coins. There's going to be even more alts to pump on this next run. It's going to be even funner because new coins are going to come out. Naka's still going to come out. GALA, block, right? Calamari. I won't even touch this thing. Let it get above the 200-day moving average on the 4 hour. Start to show signs of life, and then we'll start playing it again. But no, and we have other things on the radar that we're going to start playing with. Can you look at VR? Thanks, man. We'll take a look at VR. Thank you so much, DVN. Appreciate everyone who coming into the live stream. It's getting lively. It's crazy. 346 likes. We got the 333. I got to show everyone this little thing, this little trick here for Bitcoin. And look, we hit the measured move. Look at that. All the way to 42,000. That's insane, right? I mean, come on. Look at that. Right at that resistance point. Previous resistance. And there it is again. And what a beautiful stream. Look how it played out on the 1 minute chart. Bang, 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 bang. Then it got rejected. And look how fast it came back down for the reset. That's how you know you're going to keep pumping. When the 1 minute does this, like it gets crazy. My stuttering. It gets crazy though. Look at this. When the 1 minute does this, it gets crazy. And it can continue to pump. Like it just keeps oscillating. Look how it goes down all the way down, but barely goes down. And then it rips. I mean, that's a huge sign of life right there. Lack of bearish momentum on the MACD. 42,500. Bitcoin holding some serious levels. Looks like it wants 43K tonight. Like tonight. Like it's getting busy right now. Like Asia woke up and decided that the bottom's in. I think Asia believes the bottom's in. And they're buying up a storm of Bitcoin right now. Because for even Bitcoin to move like that, I mean, unbelievable. Dowing White Claw in Bitcoin class. Oh, man. Stay off the liquor, man. This tip saved my so many times. Shout out to Gina Bombina. Pelosi has entered the chat. You're so funny, man. Lifer Community Summer Sea Cruise after spring pumpage. I just don't do... I have claustrophobia, so I don't do cruises. I could never be on a boat for that long. But I'd rent like a huge yacht that we could all stay on or something like that. I just could never join an actual cruise ship. Like, I'm just not into that. I promised myself I would never be on a cruise ship or go into Walmart. And I've been doing well so far. I went into Walmart like, I think once or twice in my whole life. One time I had to. I was with a friend in Connecticut. That's where he went. I wasn't going to be rude about it. I just kept my mouth shut. But I didn't really want to buy anything. You know. I was going to ask some thoughts on VRA, but hoping we can all send life or love. Peter Englefield. Shout out to Peter. I hope you're doing well. I don't know what happened there, but I apologize. Can't read every chat, but I love you. Phantom Yacht coming. I thought he was a sailor. I do. I have a sailboat. I like to sail. Bitcoin for the truckers in Canada. Wow. Just had quiche with my French neighbors. Told them I'm more of a mashed potatoes and gravy guy. Laugh. That's funny. Love much. Shout out to Gina Bombina, loving her truckers from Canada. We got some Canadians in the stream bombarding us. We love you all. We love everyone worldwide. I just love every single person here. No hate towards any human being. All love at all times for all walks of life. That's what we want here, and that's what we dream of, and that's what I want. And so, all love for all walks of life at all times. Positive energy to everybody. Love is the highest frequency. We will win with love. Love will get you where you need to go. Using anything but love is using the weakest, is using something weaker, right? It's just like not picking up the strongest weapon. Like, and I don't even want to call love a weapon, but love is so strong, and love can defeat all things. Yeah, and honestly, that GoFundMe shadiness is why Bitcoin exists. Just put out a Bitcoin wallet, and people can send money to the Bitcoin wallet. I love the trucker, says Crypto Wifer. Wow. I'm a trucker in Canada. Thank you all for your support. Chris Gilbert. Wow, we have an actual trucker from Canada on the live stream. Thank you all for your support with a big love. Finally getting to grow some bees. Humanity over evil. Wow, that's amazing. Shout out to Chris Gilbert. We love you, Chris. We love you, man. I'm just careful. Like, I'm like scared. Like, I'm like afraid that, like, you know, they're gonna like, I just, tell you what, man, if I could say half the things I would love to say, I would, but oh man, so I can help others. I keep my mouth shut in ways I never had before because I realize what God put me here. And if I can get more people to understand technical analysis, less people will get wrecked. I can empower more people. And then we'll have more people who are less easily pushed around by people with money and the market makers and everything else around us. So remember that, everyone. Like, we will win. We can defeat this. But again, look, 5 minutes coming down now. Now the 5 minutes going to flag out again. See this? And this just continues. See this? Now we're going to flag out on the 5 minute. You get it? Till we hit the 21-day moving average. And then we'll see where we go from there. See how this works? And we're going to come down and hit the stochastics. Matthew Martinez, you are my hero. You have forever changed my life for me and Mew. Man, and MU, man. Yo, Matthew, you really mean that from the bottom of your heart. You're going to make me cry. Like, I love you, man. If I truly change your life and I'm your hero, man, I love you, man. Like, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. Irish, smart, stick to crypto. Yeah, I don't want to, people say what they want. People come and go through my channel. All right? So people say what they want. People come and go through my channel, but I am strictly here for technical analysis, and that's it. Strictly educational, technical analysis. I don't try to talk about politics. Don't want to, I want to, because I know I can empower people the right way and do what I need to do, and I still can do what we all want to get done. Like, you get it? Like, at the end of the day, the mission is accomplished, right? The mission is accomplished. You are so real, bro. That's why I'll always stick around. Shout out to Big Jam. Thanks, man. Bit Squad in the house. Love your stream. Bit Mode Crypto. Shout out to the Bit Squad. Thank you so much, Bit Mode Crypto, man. You're awesome. Shout out to you, man, Bit Mod Crypto. One of the mods over there for Bit Squad. Shout out to the Bit Squad. Appreciate you. I'll be there on February 11th. 5 days from now. I can't wait to come on air and show the cup and handle that I drew. Show the tweezer tops. If Bitcoin's still pumping at that point, oh my God, my last analysis is going to blow barn doors off of the entire nation. I will be the one crypto YouTuber that really called it all, but you never know. We'll see. I'm going to hold my horses. We shall see. But it's going to be a blast, and I can't wait. You are so loved, Sam and Wifey. Thank you so much. Peter, you have two important strengths right now. Patreon fam is here for you 24/7. And please call a suicide prevention hotline. Oh, come on. If you have one small... Is that really going on right now, guys? Jesus, how did I miss that? That's a lot. That's a little heavy for me right now. I don't even like... Oof. It really is true. Would be one of the best all-time calls. It would be insane. Like, it would be insane. Come on, bro. Sing the song. Thank you, love. Are we pump and then dump, or dump before the bump? I mean, we're gonna have to come down on the 4 hour, as I said before. So, everyone thinks everyone thinks price is infinite. Price is never infinite down and infinite up. It goes back and forth easily, So look at this, Femex. Look at Femex. I'm a business development manager at Femex. I sent you a partnership proposal. They want me at Femex. They want me to slang. I'm telling you, and they offered me 10 grand, 20 grand a month, 30 grand a month to push leverage trading links for Femex. And I tell them I have blonde hair, but I'm not Crypto. I don't want to make my money off leverage traders. I mean, maybe one day I'll change my tune. The money will get too big. I hope I can be strong, but I've been holding out against all these reps and the leverage trading sites. All they want to do is me throw that little link there and say, I use Femex and only for experienced traders only. Why you all get wrecked because nobody is an experienced trader. Let's get honest, man. Like, that's like you know what? Thou shalt not judge. I'm going to be quiet. It's just not my thing. Let's take a look at Phantom, ONG gas for ONG, VRA, and VR. Let's take a look at Phantom. Let's take a look at our baby Phantom. And look, 5 minute coming down because look, stochastics are done. If you can understand these concepts that I'm trying to put you down to, then you'll be invincible when it comes to trading. You'll be able to sell and buy whenever you want. Walk on water, join the Patreon, as Crypto Greg used to say. I even lost Crypto Greg, man. He loved me so much. He used to throw $50 super chats, $30 super chats. Then told me one day I didn't take a day off, so I'm not good enough. I don't know, man. People love you and then they hate you. I don't get it. But again, all you got to do is keep loving everybody and they'll come around. They'll come around. Love everybody and everyone will come back to you, you know? Good time to buy alts. I will never tell you when to buy anything, Michael Burke. Appreciate you, though, for jumping on in, Mr. Burke. But I won't tell you when to buy. You're going to have to figure that out on your own. All right? Femex is brutal. Much respect, Sam. Shout out to Juan Della Una. Haha, it's true. It's massively true. Shout out to Dustin Cava. I put all my roommates on you, the real one, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm happy with the SHIB bump. Bitcoin forming a double top. Isn't that bearish? Never sell out. Crypto Roro. Thanks, man. I mean, that's a double top on the 5 minute, my friend. On the 5 minute. So don't worry about it. Yeah, it's a little bearish on the 5 minute, yeah. But it's a 5 minute chart. To me, it's a retest, doing some things. It's finding its way. Form a cup and handle or something like that, too. That's just a 5 minute. Don't put a lot of weight into that. We're tracking Bitcoin in smaller time frames tonight. I usually don't do that, but when Bitcoin pumps hard, I track it on smaller time frames. Beautiful volatility tonight, holding 42K. Everyone, let's just rejoice for Bitcoin tonight. Like, we had a nice pump for Bitcoin. Unbelievable. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. All right. Let's take a look at Phantom. I'll look at it on KuCoin because I love KuCoin. Phantom pumping to 223 now. Getting legs. And honestly, when I looked at Phantom here down on the daily chart, looked like you might be able to scoop it for 194 one more time. And it took off. I mean, that's a clean breakout for Phantom. Look at that. Now you just need one more big daily candle close above 220, and like the $2 region is solidified. If Bitcoin can stay above these regions, you're seeing Phantom go all the way back to some big boy numbers. We're going to see Phantom do some numbers. So, beautiful day to be alive in cryptocurrency. Beautiful day to be here. Shout out to all my lifers. Shout out to everyone jumping on in. Appreciate you all coming here and being a part of the live stream. And I will continue to push forward at the speed of light every single day. I love you all, and I appreciate you all. 222 is the number of the year, apparently. 222. All right. Cardano. Even Cardano, man. Holding 116. Never broke that dollar. They tried to get it down, but Cardano did well. Look at Tether breaking $1, though. That's kind of a lot of selling for Tether. So people sold Tether so hard, it went back down to 0.999999264. Isn't that weird how Tether breaks a bean? Well, it is pegged to the buck, and if the dollar keeps losing value, then Tether can't be worth $1, right? I don't get how that works, but Cardano, my favorite stable coin. The year of the tiger, my dude. Thoughts on Metazilla TA? Cryptoris Rex. Wow, sending us a new Metazilla. Let's throw that in the mix. We're going to get into... So I see Phantom busting up to the upside. The daily is moving. The 4 hour is pushing up, too. So look, the 4 hour says we're gone. So there's more room for Phantom. There's a cup and handle here that I had drawn. We had this drawn. Phantom blasting. And again, like, remember, I was making these calls days ago when I showed you Phantom. I'm trying to show everyone in the daily time frame. We were down here and right here. I'm like, 180, 190. Like, I mean, you're only making a higher low on a macro scale. Like, that's an uptrend. Like, when you really look at this, like low, higher low, higher low, higher low, it's an uptrend. Higher high. You just put in a higher high here, and Phantom's ready to rock at 345. So, I mean, does anyone realize how rigged our reality is? The year of the tiger and the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. I thought it was strange. I watch some conspiracy videos on that every year, and it's a little weird. The Bengals go to the Super Bowl the year of the tiger. It's a little weird. Something's going on there. The game looked pretty fixed. It was weird. I don't know. Anything is possible. Tom Brady could have won that game. He didn't. I don't know. I really felt like he could have won that game. Tom Brady could have won the Super Bowl again this year. He really could have. But people didn't want to see that anymore. Kelly Slater is the GOAT. That's so funny. Phantom, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. Let's go into VRA and VR. Might as well get these two VRs out. And ONG, the ontology gas, too. Let's do ONG ontology gas. Ontology gas on Binance for Tether. Interesting. It's in a pretty good sweet spot. I like what it's doing. It's cup and handling right off the bat, right? There's your handle. There's your cup. Right? So you got that working for you right off the bat. How did I see that? I just knew it was there over time. You'll get good at this too. Don't worry about it. It'll become effortless. If you become a lifer and join the group,
it'll happen even faster. There's no reason not to join the Patreon. Try me out for $99 a month. Be the best $99 you ever tried out in your life and invest it in yourself. The thing is, when you spend money on me, you're investing in yourself because I'm a person who's giving to you. So if you give to me, I give back to you. So you're just getting your own self back to yourself. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'm going to give you so much back for your $99. Like, so again, but do whatever makes you happy. Again, though, if I try to do cryptocurrency all by myself when I first started, I joined a group and eventually, look at this, the 2222. So strange. 2222. Look at even the total profit here. 222,000. Look at that. Pretty weird. 22222 seems to be the thing here, right? 22222. Keep showing up all day on the stream today. It's pretty funny. But ontology gas, this thing could boom up and get all the way to $2.28 and make 222% gains. No. Whoa. Did I just, yo, look at that. It'll make, look, it goes to about 22222 when it's up 222%. I mean, that's almost to the dot. It was pretty close. Not perfect, but that's pretty creepy. Anyway, the daily has momentum. 3 days getting started. The weekly's ready to rock for you. And again, the weekly is a big time frame you really want to focus on. Okay? If you can get yourself to play the weekly, you're going to start making a lot more money and start seeing things a lot differently. But again, that's going to depend on how you trade and what you do. I can't guarantee anything. I'm not a financial advisor, but the weekly chart will change the way you look at the chart. I can't guarantee anything will make you money. I don't want to say anything like that, but the weekly chart will change the way you look at trading. And there's way bigger gains to be had on the weekly. So take a look at the 1 hour and the 4 hour. It's still in that indecisive move, but the 4 hour wants to pump. So bring it on, baby. Bring it on. Let's see if it can pump to the upside. I think this thing could move. I think there's some other things that are worth trading because of it. Like, it doesn't have a good spread, meaning not many people trade it, and it has lighter volume. So, you know, but as ontology grows, so will the gas. And it is an Asian coin. They like it a lot over there. So we'll see. Says you can get back up here to at least 8 cents, 81 cents from 69. Not bad, about 12 cents on 69. Get a bit of a move there. Okay, let's take a look at VRA now. We got into VRA when it was on Uniswap before it even came in. I still hold a bag of it. I believe in the project long term. I like what they're doing, and I believe they're going to do numbers at one point. Let's take a look at VRA here. So here we go with the trade. If you've taken the trade for VRA, we nailed it. Up 19%, even more actually, complete. Bang, bang, bang. So I got to write these down when I do these. Let me make a note of them. Go to my team and just write it in. VRA before and after hit for 29%, right? This is just in the last week. I mean, that's a perfect trade I put out recently. I put it out on February 5th. Bang, bang, bang. VRA for the win. I mean, doesn't get any smoother than that. Like, it really doesn't. You know. Wow. VRA for 29% gains. And all you had to do is draw a flag, show a measured move, and put your stop loss below the previous low. And this thing was that was it. That was it. And risk 5% to gain 29%. A 5.5 risk to reward ratio. Gained $100 to make $550. I mean, you can't beat that. And the stop loss was no stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. And again, it wasn't perfect, right? It came out, came up and down. Like, you might have to do something like this and keep tracking it. But at the same time, there was no reason to get out of the trade, and the trade completed. And bang, 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 above the measured move, and for more. Actually, I was being conservative just because of the way the market was. But if you take this whole length of this pole, really is what you need. And that's really where you're going to go, and that's exactly where we went. Look at that, measured move to a T. Can't beat this stuff. I mean, the TA is so spot on, it's ridiculous. Anyone who wants to fight it is just fighting themselves at one point. I mean, either get with it or you know, it's like get down or lay down type of thing when it comes to TA. That's how I feel about it. Get down or lay down. Like, either figure it out or get out the way, because we're using it to our advantage and we're smoking cats that don't know how to use it. Like, smoking cats. Like,
straight up smoking cats that don't know how to use TA. Like, look at this. It's going to come back down to the 21-day moving average now. And now I'm even ready for my next. Like, come on now. Come on back down, right? So there's VRA in a bit of a nutshell. Perfect time to take some profits. If I was in it, I would definitely swing trade my way right out. Okay. If you have trouble selling, then you have a serious issue. You got to learn how to sell, or it's really going to be a hard time for you to trade. Learn how to trade. Let's take a look at VRA. It's VR. I love this coin. Did a deal with Dell. I believe in the coin. I swung traded, but I bounced out of it up here at around the 48, 47, 50 area, and I haven't traded it since. It fell out of the pattern, came back down. It's in an ugly way. Inverted head and shoulder, could break to the upside. I was talking maybe it forms a lower low. You never know. You could be careful. This, when Bitcoin was looking iffy, I was like, if Bitcoin dumps, everything's going to dump. We didn't know we were going to get that Bitcoin pump the way we did this morning. Unbelievable what happened to Bitcoin. Like, I mean, it was an amazing day. Like, I don't think we all realize what occurred today. Like, did it really happen the way it did? It feels dreamlike, because when you're beat down and you feel max pain for so long, you feel like you're just never going to get out of it, and it has to turn into a bear run. And then Richard Hart tells you you're going to 10K. I mean, you're going to 10K, right? Freaking Richard Hart, man. I can't wait to meet that guy one day and just say, I don't want to say anything. I don't judge anybody. He is what it is. He is what he is. But, like, he's a funny dude. That's all I got to say. He's a funny dude. All right? He's a funny dude. He probably don't like me. I like him. I have nothing against him. I don't want to say anything. I just, like, he makes affirmations that I just, I don't know if you could stand behind at one point. If this time we go all the way back to 100K, I will confront him personally at the next event I ever go to. I will personally confront him on my channel, and I'll say, man, you claimed 10K so hard. And I'll say, but I saw hidden bullish, and I'm like, and you didn't see any of these signs that were obvious? I was like, you should get some tutoring. I will do that. And I'll be like, get some tutoring, I can't wait to hunt these people out if we have bought it. If we haven't, I have to eat my own words. But, and again, he could be right, which is sad. So I have to be open-minded. He could be right. There's a chance he's 100% right, and we do go to 10K. All right, I want everyone to realize that. Like, don't think just because we're up right now, it's like we made it, and we're definitely going up, and the market's done, and a lot of people are going to tell you that we definitely are booming. You never know. You never know. Okay, just remember that. Like, all right. Okay. Take profit on the way. I love what David Pinto said. Yeah. Look at this. California man deposits 33,000. Right? Look at this. California man deposits 33K check in a Bank of America account and never sees it again as the bank closes. You might have noticed it lately. Many banks closing branches as more customers bank online and fewer in person. Or start buying cryptocurrency and start using DeFi because no one wants to put their money in the bank. Everyone knows that the scheme is up. Everyone figured out what's happening. The bank's stealing your money, man. The bankers are creating funds out of thin air and taking our money from us. We want to buy other things. 3.5 magnitude quake rattles areas in Riverside and Orange counties. Wow. So Bank of America shut down his branch just hours after he made a huge deposit. His money disappeared, so he came to reporter Mike Finley from KGO TV, our sister station in San Francisco, to find it. It's hard to believe it could happen at a major bank. The viewer deposited $33,000. Funny 33,000, right? So funny is 33,000, right? It's just hilarious, right? It's just, you can't. We live in a freaking simulation, and 33 is following me around, but it's funny. I mean, it's just a lot of people do love the number, right? I'm not the only guy that likes it. Zelle scams are rising. How to avoid losing thousands of dollars. Watch out for Zelle scams. All right, be careful doing stuff like that too. Chase customer loses $7,000 in a Zelle scam. Be careful of Zelle. It's hard to believe it could happen at a major bank. The viewer deposited $33,000 to a teller at a Bank of America in Oakland. Hours later, the branch shut down. His deposit never posted, and everybody kept saying, sorry, there's nothing we can do. It was like a bad dream. What do you mean there's nothing I can do? I hand you 33K. You know why? Because it's digital money. Like, sorry, there's not. It was like a bad dream, except it was real. I'm starting to think I may not see the money ever, said Brian Leonard of Oakland. You're telling me that Bank of America lost $33,000 of my money, and you're telling me that right here to my face, there's nothing you can do. That's right, sir. Leonard deposited $33,000 into his bank account at Bank of America, and then it disappeared. Nobody said we'll find out where the money is. We'll make good on it. We'll take care of you, Leonard said. It all began in Leonard's kitchen. My wife and I are in the midst of a big kitchen remodel, he explained. Leonard had to pay the contractor and needed to transfer $33,000 from his bank account at Wells Fargo to his bank at Bank of America. He brought a cashier's check straight to the bank of Bank of America, so it would clear right away. I deposited the cashier's check. She said it would post that afternoon or the next morning at the latest. However, when he checked his account the next day, the money was not there. He called B of A, and it was not good news. The woman said there was no record of the transaction. As far as she was concerned, no transaction happened. When I realized the branch was closed, the teller took my $33,000 cashier's check is nowhere to be found. My heart sank in my stomach. I felt like I just saw the boat leaving the dock and my money's on the boat, he said. This doesn't make any sense though. Like, come on, man. I would like get a lawyer at one point. It was closed permanently, so when I started getting very, very nervous, wait a second, the branches are closing? The people I had contact with, gone, he said? He went to a third branch. It was open, but the manager didn't help. He said there's no record of the transaction, so there was nothing he could do. Leonard showed him the cashier's check and deposit receipt, proof of the missing money. You're the manager. You can escalate the issue, he says. No, there's nothing I can do. If a manager did that to me, I would have him arrested. I would stay there until a police officer came, and I would have him arrested. I would say, oh, okay, I'm going to sit here till you give me my money. He contacted the bank CEO, the federal government, and KGO. And you know, the ball started moving quickly. Bank of America said the problem arose because the cashier's check was made out to Bank of America, not Leonard, and it delayed the process. It did say that why no one helped Leonard to track his money until now. Within the course of a couple hours, Bank of America contacted me and said they're going to give me $33,070. On your side, you guys are on it, Leonard said. The story is a great reminder. Keep your receipts. I put $1,000 into a Citibank when I was 25 years old in cash. I had had an overdraft account, so they had closed my account. However, I didn't know they had closed my account, and the lady at the teller still saw me in the system. I put the money in, and I left. As I guess I walked away, she realized she couldn't deposit or something, and she put it in a transitory account. I get home that day, and I go to buy some food. I had no money. Like, I go to buy some food. There's no money in my bank account. I'm like, why not just keep the cash? Like, I had cash just earlier today. I couldn't eat that night. I had to show up back at the bank the next morning with the little yellow receipt. They ended up giving me more money. They said they were so sorry. It was a blah, blah, blah. So that same thing happened to me, and I'll never forget it. And I'm telling you right now, that propelled me into Bitcoin because I always remember that story, and it sits with me. And I'm like, no, I gave you my money. And I couldn't use my money that night. Like, I had $1,000, but I had to go to bed and eat, like, ramen noodle. Like, I couldn't even eat a meal. I was going to eat, like, at least a $10, like, chicken parm sub. I couldn't eat anything that night because they didn't give me my money. And same thing that just happened here with, you know, with the funds and all that. You're not in control of your funds. Clearly, unless you're using cryptocurrency and blockchain where no one can get their dirty fingers in between you and your funds, you know? Thoughts on Metazilla TA? Let's take a look at Metazilla TA. Thank you so much for the love. And there's VR, could pump to the upside. I like it. But again, watch these 4 hours. Yeah, the 4 hour actually for VR looks nicer than the rest of the market. You know what? VR looks like it may pump against Bitcoin. I would watch VR closely now that I see that. I would watch VR closely now on the 4 hour time frame. Volt Inu, baby. Volt Inu. Banging on them. Like, that's crazy. And there we are giving you VR. Wow. VR looking beautiful here on the 4 hour time frame. And every time I trade on the 4 hour, it did me pretty well. Pump there, little pump there. About to do it again. 1, 2, 3's a charm. And you got a higher low as well, so you're forming a trend. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. VR on KuCoin. Shout out to all my lifers. Thank you for everyone kicking it with me throughout these hard times. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Does anyone realize why Bitcoin will change the world? Aha. Can you check Phantom? We just did not too long ago. That's how they talk to each other in code with 33201, etc. Oh, yeah. Banks are a bunch of scammers. Lost 500. So crazy. We're sorry you didn't find what you were looking for. Lifer works 24/7 with his Patreon. Please read his testimonials and why we're all here. At Michael Murray. You know, people want to be spoon-fed. You know what I'm saying? And it just, you can't spoon-feed people. You know, that's just what it is. I'm sorry, homie. I'll super chat one for you tomorrow. Oh, well. What is XMMG? Oh, well. Oh, no. Gas Origin Protocol. Oh, not Gas Origin Protocol. What? Thoughts on Metazilla? We'll take a look at Metazilla. ONG. Oh, he was like, sorry, that wasn't the one. Oh, well, look. All right, no worries. We'll figure it out. Let's look at Metazilla real fast. He also put VRA chart out on November 27th and again on December 18th. No pain, no gain. Render on the move on the 15th. Nothing crazy yet. You taught me a lot about taking care of myself for the rest of my life in like 9 minutes. Fa ha, fa, fo, hi. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Where are the last week's bear trolls? Right? Right? 16K for sure. Where they at now? Take profits. Big pump tonight. Mr. Bush. Funny. Dude's done damn well for himself. So respect to heart. He has done well for himself. Richard just said 10K because he wants people to come into his programs, right? Sammy, I just wish you told me yes to go all in. I asked you when I was working the other day if I should go all in 50x leverage cross margin when it was at 60 cents. And yeah, man, and I don't tell you what to do. I would never tell you what to do, my friend. I'm sorry, CJ. Can't tell you what to do, man. Because you know what? It's not on me, man. It's on you to make that decision. You don't want another man to make that decision for you because when you don't make your own decisions, you learn nothing. And you can blame other people for them, and then you get into that shady place where now you're making excuses for your life. I'm not saying you. I'm saying I've done it too. It would have changed my life. I only put 100 XRP in, and I got 2,000. But I would have way more. You just did some TA for me, bro. I know I'd be happy to make some, but I'd be rich if you would have said to. Look at this. He's saying, y'all love it. People blaming me for telling them not to buy. Like, this is so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. When you start trusting yourself and your own intuition, you'll be in a much better position. Always. I'm sorry, it's rude because like that's like a serious life lesson that dude needs to learn. Like it's not even funny, but it's just the way you put it out there. Like, yo, my man, yo, my man, yo, my man, yo. Bless the day. I mean, the day I won from another man didn't tell me what to do. Yo, you didn't tell me to get in my car this morning. Had you told me to get in my car, I would have bought the lottery ticket that would have made all the money in the world. But instead I sit home and I did nothing with my life because you didn't tell me what to do. See, that's actually dangerous because we don't want people waiting for people to tell them what to do. That's what the whole issue is right now with the wong and the and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the issue is right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Too many people want to be told what to do. So, like, you're actually the problem. CJ Baker. We need to get people like you to feel more confident in yourself. You need a self-help program. What if I said, yeah, it dumped, and he be trying to flood the channel? Exactly. Exactly, man. Oh, my God. Facts. Irish. Shout out to Irish with the facts. Just 10 little lifers to hit the 400 tonight, baby. 400 and we hit the lifer. Okay, guys, yeah. And I got to show you the little trick that we're going to go on. So we're going to take a look at BTC USD. Okay. We're going to flip to this special little chart I got cooking over here. Going to look at it at Trend Watch here. All right. We're getting close. We're getting close. All right. I'm going to teach you something right now. It's going to change your life forever. All right? Are you ready? All righty? I shouldn't even do this. I'd be so nice to do this. All right? One indicator that'll change your life. All right? It's the 144-day weighted moving average. All right? It's so important. Look, the last time price got above it here on the 4-hour time frame, 4 hours specifically, got to know what time frames to use this stuff on. We got above it. We started to pump hard. We got above it. We had a little bear correction. Once we got above it, we were gone. Little bear correction. We got above it. We were gone. Right? Now you can see here, we get above this weighted 144-day weighting average right here, and we're gone. We get above it here, we're gone. We got below it. So you short when you get below it. You long when you get above it. And by golly gee oh my, did we get above it? Oh, we did. That's a long signal. A lot of people use this. I'm telling you right now, I may have just blown your mind, but again, when price action breaks the 144-day weighted moving average, 1, 2, like it pops hard, like, and I'm just saying, and honestly, we can't be bearish till we go below it now. So now this becomes like a, so this is another sign that we have bottomed, all right? It's another sign we have bottomed. I hope I didn't blow your mind right there, but I think I did. I blew my own mind. So this is impressive what's happening right now, okay? This is impressive. And Bitcoin's just flagging out nicely. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the 1 minute now. We're actually forming something that I can put on the 10 minute. It's funny, now I see what the 1 minute was doing. Look at this. It's an ascending triangle. See? And that wants to fly, baby. Like, we know that wants to get busy. That's 44,000, all right? And that's where we need to go. So, like, let's watch this. But that tells me that, like, we could get there. We could get there. Like 4 or 5 hours from now, we could be at 44K. I mean, there's some movement going on right now in Bitcoin. I mean, you have to remember, Asia was waking up, and we're volatile up, down. We've been volatile down, but the trend has changed. We volatile up now. So anything is possible. Anything is possible, okay? All right. All right, everyone, I'm out for the night. This was unreal. It's 10:30. I streamed for well over 2 hours. I gave everything I had on this live. We tracked Bitcoin beautifully. We got some pumps. We got some movement. We looked at a bunch of altcoins. We had a blast. I hope I went through every single super chat. Let me double check. Make sure I didn't miss a single soul here. 400 likes, and we got them. Did we get it? Wow, 397. 3 more people, please, and I'll jump out of here for the day. Just 3 more people. I know you can do it. 3 more people when we get to 400 likes. Come on, we got to be able to squeeze 3 more. It's got to be a concurrent viewer just falling on in. We got 398, 398, 398 going, 398. We got 399, 399, 398, 398, 399, 398, 399, 398, 399, 400. I see 400. I see 400. We got 400. We got 400. We went to 400. 401. Can we get 401? Can we get 401? Can we get 401? Can we get 401? Let's go to Metazilla real quick. I won't leave you hanging. Metazilla. You can't be like, oh. Let's take a look at Metazilla real quick and see what we see happening for Metazilla. And remember, Dex Screener is the place to be. Volt Inu doing damage. Let's look at this for Wrapped BNB real quick. Pump the likes, 415. Unbelievable. You people are awesome. Okay. Let's take a look at this on the 4-hour time frame. All right. 4-hour time frame. All right, so this thing looks like a rug pull. They're just like, look at that. Metazilla. I don't know, man. Chart doesn't look good to me. Community token established launch 500. We're already exceeding roadmap expectations. Why 18,000? Created trust wallet. I don't know, man. They got some NFTs, I guess. Phase 1, make some weird cartoons, sell them for money. Phase 2, rug pull and disappear. Phase 3, I don't know. I just... Doxton founder and CEO, I guess. There here on this guy, look, Metazilla there. I don't know. I'm a little weary of all these little tiny coins, and you know, can't even get a market cap on it yet. I'd be look. This is what I'm really like. That's weird. That's just like, look at that. Like, I don't know, man. I'd be weary of this thing. I'd walk away. It's no Voltino. It's no baby Lamborghini. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, I'm not into it. I'm sorry. I love you and I appreciate you. I'm not into it. I'm going to end it there. Because the thing is, if I keep going into it, then people are going to think, someone might just pop in and think I actually like the thing. And I want to make it really clear that I do not. Right? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Whatever makes you happy, but I do not. Look, Polka City pumping to the upside. 444. Banging on him. Banging on him. Polka City. Let's take a look at my baby. If you know me, you know I am a big-time proponent of Polka City. I got an equi car that I got staking for Polka City right now, doing damage, making money in the Polka world. I like Polka City a lot. I think it's going to do some damage in the metaverse. I believe in it. Wow, look at that spike. If someone would have told me that it went to $6 like earlier today. Wow, that would have been nice on the 15-minute candle. So Polka City had a spike all the way to $6.96. Would someone buy it on the high or something? Jeez Louise, that's crazy. That's the BUSD pair. I'm going to just take a look at it on the BNB pair. That just doesn't look right. If it had that spike on BNB pair, that's crazy. No, it looks way healthier here, though. Look at that. So we take a look at the 4-hour chart. I love Polka City. I just want to make that clear. Great project. Really believe in it. Sad that it dumped like it did. It's interesting. You know, the charts aren't that good here on Deck Screener, or they grab some big wickage. PooCoin doesn't seem to do that, but we'll see. So we breached, like you could say we were in this falling wedge here that we finally broke out of. Okay, but we got to get above this resistance at 59 and then $1.11. But again, as long as this project keeps doing what they say they're going to do, they got partnerships with like ex-NFL people, and I could see Polka City just continuing back up and getting into that $2 or $3 region. It would be great for me. I would love that. I've been holding a lot of Polka City for a while, so go Polka City. I got in there under 30 cents. I'm up now after today's pump. I was up huge way before that, though. But I just kept staking the Equifar car, so there you go. It is what it is. But I hold some Polka City, you know. Thank you, sir. Gonna join the group. Please, Irish, join the group, man. I would love it. Email cryptolifers@gmail. You can pay for 3 months and get $270 in cryptocurrency. We'll take 10% off or $1,000 for the year and jump on in there. All clear, Sammy. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. I may jump in. Bo's my chance. Now's my chance. That's a buy zone, in my opinion. I have a big old bag of it. That chart looks like a lot of chops. Dark Frontiers. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, I will be live tomorrow, Monday. I feel like we just had Monday morning. That was the fastest week of my entire life. But I'll be alive tomorrow morning, ready to rock, ready to go, ready to keep us updated with the moves. Let's take a look at the Dow futures before we get out of here one more time. They're looking red tomorrow. So I'm just posting that. The Dow Jones looking red tomorrow. Where did we leave it at? Where did we leave it at? What a weekly candle close for Bitcoin. Unbelievable. I didn't even think we'd go over as many altcoins as we did. What a great time to be alive. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Shout out to all my lifers, and thank you for jumping on in. Shout out to the super chats. Thank you for the 422 likes. We did them big today. We showed them who's boss today for sure. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications, and know that tomorrow I will be back. Crypto is life. I love you all. Be safe and have a wonderful day. Wonderful night.